Phoenix.
Let's never stop playing this music.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Winners Lounge.
Let's
go! Boy, does it feel so sweet. Do you guys remember 2 years ago?
Oh, I remember.
Missing Jamal Murray. You guys remember this? Michael Porter with a sore, ends up hurting himself, can barely play, and boy, did the Suns fans think they had it all figured out. Boy, did they think they were good. That was the year, of course, they collapsed in the finals. It wasn't the year that they lost by 50 to the Dallas Mavericks in a Game 7. No, that was the prelude. 2 years we sat right here having to just wait for it.
Taking it.
Knowing full well what the F was about to happen. Knowing full well.
Sitting on our
here
hands.
Quietly, sitting here just saying, you know what, let's let it play out. Let's let it play out. There were the Suns in the 4 seed. You saw Vegas say, hey man, this is a 4 seed, it doesn't matter. They're the favorites here. You saw ESPN, you saw all the pundits. You even saw our good friends at PHNX, which quickly, don't go over there and troll them guys on theirs. Let them have their space. We got ours. Let them have that. They're good people, despite being wrong. Despite being as wrong as you can possibly be about the Denver Nuggets.
Good people, sometimes bad
We
takes.
had to sit here and just sit quietly and say, you know what? Don't worry. We'll have our moment. This was it. An ass whooping from the start.
Absolute ass
This
whooping.
game was over 5 minutes into the game. I'm spitting all over myself.
We were
the
getting
Nuggets dismantled them.
We were getting concessionary texts in the first quarter.
Oh, first quarter. This is very true. Actually, from multiple people. Multiple people in Phoenix.
Concession in the first quarter.
I was getting random DMs from Suns fans I don't even follow. Just like, congrats, man.
I was still getting tagged in the Tatum posts, but I'm with you guys.
Okay. You were still there?
I'm with you guys.
Guys, we're going to have a party tonight. It is a party. We even got Superstar Dev from Footprint Arena or Center or whatever it is.
Man.
I can't wait to hear what he has to say. But look at this panel here. Fresh off of a Jason Tatum stinker, albeit came through at the end. Fresh off of Nuggets ass whooping, Brendan Vogt.
Denver, fellas, ladies, what a treat. We want more too, baby. We're not done yet. The Denver Nuggets are headed to the Western Conference Finals, and I know you do remember every tweet you saw along the way about how no one's thinking about the Nuggets. No one fears Denver. Another early exit coming. I guess they'll just have to wait. Keep those tweets in the draft. In the meantime, we've got receipts over here, baby.
Nuggets blew them out twice, won comfortably twice, and Suns eked out 2 very narrow and eked them out. Just kind of squeakers eked them out behind the greatest shooting performance in playoff history. I mean, that's what it took for them to make this go 6. Which, you know what? Way more fun winning it on their court. Honestly, it was like the best freaking thing. Bar was popping tonight. Over here, I got Harrison Wind.
There are going to be a lot of people, guys, who come out of the woodwork and say, Nikola Jokic has my respect now. He's a playoff performer. I got to give him his flowers. The Nuggets are really good. They're really good. You got to give them their respect. It's too late.
Too late. Get
We don't want you. The club is closed.
You start on that side, stay on that side.
You had your chance to get in on this team. You didn't. So, fuck off.
Dude, fuck off.
We don't want you. We don't want your flowers anymore.
We might, just a heads up, we might curse more than you. We try not to curse, but this might be a little exception.
Might not be one for the kids.
Might not be one for the kids. I will say this. You're right, but I'm also seeing the other thing. Well, I was always a Nikola Jokic guy. I always said it was.
No, you were not. You were not.
No, you took what I said out of context. Well, he's really special.
A lot of people are
going
to try to recontextualize my.
And then, of course, maybe the one that I hope is the most unhinged on this very show. It's D-Line.
Guys, I don't know what's going on right now. I can't feel my hands. I can't feel my leg. I've not slept in 2 months, I think. I don't know what the hell's happening. I think the Nuggets just absolutely mollywop the Suns to knock them out of the playoffs in the second round. After hearing all year long how the Jokic or the Nuggets were going to be a first round exit, Jokic can't play in the playoffs. He's a traffic cone. He's the best goddamn player on planet Earth. Man. Everybody's seeing it now. Honestly, the rightful MVP. I mean, every hot pepper narrative take that you want to get off tonight, do it with impunity. No one can say shit to us.
Yeah, nobody can, man.
No one can fucking say shit to us tonight, baby.
Try it.
Nuggets were the tougher team. The Nuggets were the more talented team. The Nuggets were the more of a team. The Nuggets had the best player. By the way, as recently as Game 4, I heard people saying, it's wild. Is Booker the best player in the city? Get the F out of here, you guys. Get the
Yeah,
F
dude.
out of here. You know how many bad games Jokic had in the series?
Zero.
You know how many Booker had? 2.5, basically. He had 2 of the greatest games anyone's ever played. By the way, Jokic 30, 17, and 17 in one of them, 53 and 11 in the other one. So it wasn't like Jokic was terrible by any means. Jokic was
course.
unbelievable. But Booker had
course.
2 games where I'll give it to him. He was 20 of 25, 14 of 18. Guess what the other games were? Jokic domination.
Yeah.
Jokic domination, man.
Devin Booker played 2 games in games 5 and 6. Worse than Nikola Jokic has like ever played in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's true.
Like Jokic
Hey,
has
man.
never had a game in the playoffs as bad as Devin Booker played tonight.
Never.
He's never had a game close to that.
There are people really that try to bring up Jokic's numbers and be like, the assists are a little down in the playoffs, and the shooting percentage, true shooting is down like 5% in the playoffs. Like, guys, stop. Watch him play. He freaking dominates. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker playing out of his mind. Jokic is on another level than both of those guys combined. Combined.
Yep.
You guys.
I can't wait to see what the next super team is that comes out of the West to
We're
try
gonna
to
have
beat
to build
him.
one, guys. I have a fast breakdown that's gonna take roughly 30 seconds because you can see exactly when I stop taking notes.
I don't even think I watched this game.
I mean, but we got to relive it because it's fun, and
Of
this is what we
course,
do
yeah.
here. Fast breakdown here. Track meet to start. Both teams scoring easy. Now here's
Track meet.
Well, this is why it's an important distinction.
Shootout at the OK
Extra
Corral.
track meet.
It was fun. It was a shootout at the OK Corral tonight for like
That's the best
for like
one.
4 minutes, and then one of the sides got shot. What happened tonight was the Suns started the series with their defensive lineups out there. They tried Torrey Craig, they tried a Cody, they tried some different things. They quickly moved to an offensive lineup. Ayton being out, with the rib injury, or just doesn't want to play for this team anymore because he gets blamed for everything. Which, by the way, I kind of love that they lost by not having Ayton and then getting humiliated because nobody could be inside. Even like Jokic murdered him so bad that they're like, man, Ayton sucks. It's like, nope, wrong takeaway. But the game tonight, when I knew this was going to be a blowout Nuggets win, and I'm telling you, you can check the tape. I went even on Locked On this morning doing a preview. I said, I just think they win. I think they win comfortably. So the reason was they're going to go to an offensive heavy lineup, and not just a regular offense. They started Campaign. They started Landry Shamet and Booker. You can't outscore Denver.
This is longer than 30 seconds already.
Sorry, I'm giving a take. You guys chime in though on these ones. Eric
No, you
usually
got it.
does a
You
good job.
got it. I'm just laughing at RK just sitting in a recliner chair for a front row view.
But I'm serious about this win. The only teams Denver has struggled with in the playoffs have been teams that could remotely guard them. If you think you can outscore Denver, you can't. And tonight they put 3 bad defenders, 1, 2, 3, and said, let's see what we can do. Barbecue chicken, 2 on Jock Landale, Biyombo in, KD's cold, then 2 on Biyombo, because guess what? He also sucks and can't guard Jokic. And then the Nuggets go on a 17-point run. 15 points from KCP, an official KC spree.
Nice.
And it just snowballed on them from the first quarter. Second quarter, I have a note in here. This tells you how weird I was. Jeff fumbled a rebound and missed a dunk. I was upset. I have a note in here.
You probably could have left that one out.
I had it in at the time.
You took 3 notes, and that was one of them.
I'm just saying at the time.
That made it into the 30-second recap.
Denver was up like 15 points, and he came in and left those 2 plays on the board, and I'm like, guys.
I hope this is where you stop taking notes.
That's almost there. Then Murray started cooking. Refs tightened up, a little bit of a tight whistle, and then a 19-2 run. A 17-0 run, a 19-2 run. Guys, it was a party. 81-51 Nuggets at the half. Malone raged timeout to start the second half, and it worked. It was like
It was a good timeout.
Nuggets
Great
just
timeout.
needed one little refresher, and they're like, oh, that's right, these bums suck. Let's go kick their ass again in the third quarter. That's it. I don't have any notes. It was a party. I was on the timeline. Let's get it started off the right way. You get to go first here tonight, D-Line.
I do.
Usually you're
Wake up.
second. Tonight it's first. What's
Is
your
it
big
literally? It's
takeaway?
literally just the seat. It's not a preference on ideas. My big takeaway. Everyone shut up. No one talk to us ever again. I don't want to hear any of you. If you tweet me, I'll block you. I don't care. I'm on top of the world. We are the best. We exercised every demon. We didn't exercise the demons. We fucking murdered them. We choked the life out of every demon we were forced to carry over the last 2 years. We knew who we were. We knew what we had. We had to pretend like it wasn't a big deal that we had Facu Campazzo and
Austin Rivers.
Austin Rivers
Hold on.
starting in the
Settle down.
playoffs.
By the way, don't forget JaMychal Green playing heavy
God
minutes.
damn it! It is so,
JaMychal Green, what about Bryn Forbes?
Bryn Forbes playing real big. There was times when we were sitting in between games going like, is Bryn Forbes the answer you guys? Do we need
Is
to
that the adjustment?
Is that the adjustment? Is Bryn Forbes going to say, people are like, I don't know if Yoke's real though, you guys, just regular season. The thing is,
Jesus Christ.
D-Line, here's the thing, though, man. The Nuggets experience is so unique, especially in the Jokic era. Especially. Because you watch it, and your eyes tell you one thing. The stats tell you one. Advanced stats tell you something, and you're like, I think he's the best player in the world. I think he's unbelievable. I think there's nobody that can even bother him, let alone stop him. And then people go, I don't know.
I don't know,
And
man.
you're like, what do you mean you don't know?
There's a traffic cone out there.
The traffic cone, man.
I,
They're going to spam that pick and roll.
Bro,
dude, they're going to
No,
spam
it's actually coming after this next time out.
Can
That's
any-
when they're going to start spamming the pick and roll.
God, dude, the levels of wrong that we have had to endure, and this is what is great about sports instead of politics, is that in the end there's a right fucking answer, and it was not the one that you guys landed on. You had an idea, but you don't watch.
Yeah.
Just say you don't watch. You don't have to sound like you're have an authoritative take on something that you are so deeply misinformed about. It makes other
Preach.
people look upon the God, Nikola Jokic, in a way that is undeserving and undue. It is blasphemy. I expect everyone to come back, bend a knee, and never say another ill word about goddamn Nikola Jokic.
Or try and get blocked.
God damn it.
The thing is, it really is weird to be right when everyone else is wrong. It feels like
It feels pretty
unbelievable.
good.
We tweet.
Us too, even the people in the chat.
No,
I'm
it's
telling you,
all
if
of
you're
us.
You guys
here,
are
man,
right
like,
too.
it's
You
all of
guys
us.
are right
we're
too.
in our own little bubble here, just being like, I don't know. Yoke just kind of dominates every second he's on the court. I think he's really good.
Dude.
They're like, Booker, though. I think Booker better.
Yeah.
What?
I live in
Kevin
Denver.
Durant's probably. I'd rather have Kevin Durant though,
Yeah,
if
he's
it
a
really
hooper.
comes down to it.
I live in Denver because I watched him play for 3 weeks in 2016. This is the thing. If you've watched, you know, and if you don't know, it's because you're not watching. And guess what? We know that you're not watching.
Right.
We know you're not watching.
Man.
Wind. What's your big takeaway?
Man, I don't know how I can follow that up.
Yeah, that was
Sorry.
pretty good. Deal.
Look, it's honestly, you can just say the same thing in a different.
Sorry.
This show is just going to be what Eric said over and over again.
I
Yeah,
won't
burp
block
into
you
the
as
mic,
much as
people.
D-Line does, but I might still block you.
Sorry.
Look, we could talk about Nikola Jokic for this entire show. He's the best player in the world. He's somehow the best and the most underrated player in the world. One of the greatest playoff risers that we've ever seen. But my takeaway from this series and this game is that this series was about a team versus a bunch of individuals.
So true, Wind.
This series was about the Nuggets, a team with an actual culture, an actual chemistry, an actual team
Something
that was built through the draft, that
skip
was
steps.
patient, that did not skip steps, that did it the hard way, and actually has
God, this sounds
things
great.
that are important in sports. Versus the Suns, who are a bunch of individuals, and in the end, folded like a bunch of individuals would in games 5 and 6. And that was my thought coming into the series, and that was so obvious watching tonight. The Nuggets came together, told themselves that we're ending this thing tonight, and the Suns tore apart the seams like a bunch of individuals would.
I love it. That's a
my
phenomenal
takeaway.
take, and I want to
Great
keep.
take.
And I want to. It's really the great anthem. As much as Yoke was definitively the best player in the series.
Yeah.
This wasn't went back and forth. No, definitively, the Nuggets still won because Jokic helps form a team.
Right.
Those two guys make some shots or whatever, and they're great players. I'm not trying to take away from them. The Nuggets are a team, and when people, this is why if only they had Jamal stuff was so annoying, because they do the math like regular. It's just one guy. What do we just add 20 points?
Well, let's
on? Do we
talk
just
about
add-
matchups. Jokic versus Durant.
Yeah,
Murray versus
exactly.
Booker.
Dude, and before, by the way, Ayton and Yoke almost cancel each other out, basically. That was a real take I heard.
Well, DeAndre Ayton defended him well
But the
2
thing
years
is,
ago.
it's not just one guy. It's not just here and there. It's a team, and the attack is the Jokic Murray 2-man game.
Yep.
But the team works together. Then that leads to everything else. And when you have that, no one can stop it. But it goes to everyone, and it's a team win. I love that takeaway. This
and
was
it's
a team.
chemistry and camaraderie and culture. It actually does mean something in the NBA.
And in life.
Despite what everybody tells you
Well, it might-
about the next super team that's forming, because that's all people will talk about, really, regardless of if the Nuggets win a championship this summer. But what this series was a reminder of is that those things absolutely matter.
Vote. Big takeaway, baby.
Very similar, Harrison. And please, chat, look me in the eyes when I say this. The regular season matters. The regular season still matters. The Denver Nuggets just beat a team that tried to win a title with a deadline trade that is historically difficult to do. Just to get them, they had to gut their team to the point Harrison was just making. I'm still on the fence about maybe they would have been a better team without that trade.
No, they
But-
would have this year.
This year, but even after having made it, they only get so much time to figure out who they are, what it looks like, and not just at full strength. But if Chris Paul goes down, if DeAndre Ayton goes down, those are questions they had to answer on the fly. They are questions that Jokic, Murray, and Malone has spent years answering to each other and with each other and for each other. And this year they took their foot off the regular season after they locked up the 1 seed and not a second earlier. And I'm telling you, the Denver Nuggets are in the Western Conference Finals because Jokic is the best player, because of the continuity, like Wynn said, but also because they took the regular season seriously, and it still matters. And this team is showing why the things we want to care about in team sports still matter, and it's why everyone should be rooting for them in the conference finals.
By the way, they smacked them with those guys too in game 1. I just want to make it clear
No,
because
totally,
they beat the hell out of them. The thing I love the takeaway. I'm going to kind of split the difference here of number 1. This team having to wait and go through all the steps. I mean, we don't skip steps being a motto really is so perfect. And we got to credit Tim Conley because he's the one that really made that the core rallying cry of, hey, it's all a process and we need to go step by step. And that's what this was, a process series, a process win, let's sit on this. By the way,
Trust it.
I can't wait to hear what the quotes are out of the locker room because the Nuggets denied all of this coming in. They're like, hey, is this a big deal? Is it not?
So did we.
I'm going to send Kale a tweet that I think is going to answer that question for you.
Of course they remembered that series. Of course, because that was the series that people most were like, hell, they got swept, man. This team's not for real. They're a fake team despite all of that. And this team said, you know what? We don't skip steps. This is a step in the process. Let's all just kind of keep chipping away at it. And tonight was just such proof of concept. Jokic is everything we believe him to be and have since the dawn of time. By the way, it wasn't just people outside of Denver. We started this all collectively back in 2016, watching Jokic go and saying, hey, this guy is worth it.
Yeah.
And people would say, no, it's not relevant now. Call me when they're good. That's fine. But if you don't show up till then, you're going to miss out because we knew in 2015, let alone 2016, we knew that this guy was special, that he had a great chance of going down on the Mount Rushmore of Denver sports athletes, of which there have been some amazing ones, most notably on the Denver Broncos and Colorado Avalanche. That's why it was so weird that it would be, a Nugget coming through. We just knew early. And getting the reward of watching all of that, the pain along the way, getting swept,
it was all worth it.
Of that, to be worth it now. I mean this sincerely. Nugs in 6 is so much greater than whatever Suns in 4 was.
Oh, my God.
Because it was the truth. The truth came out. Suns in 4 was a lie, and this is definitive.
Yes.
Nugs in 6 is the truth. And by the way, just for reference, half those games were ass whoopings.
Yes.
Wasn't really all that close. And I just love that is definitive. Man, first segment went wrong. We just got to big takeaways, and we're just there. Take a break on the other side. Segment 2, more of this.
Let's go.
Stick around.
Why would you turn this off?
That's the greatest tease of all time.
Everybody hit the like button, though. Let's set records tonight, baby. Let's set records.
If you're in the chat, hit the freaking like button.
Retweet it on Twitter. Go to Twitter. Everybody promote the show. Quote tweet it. Get some stuff up. Let's get this going.
Fubo TV, guys. FuboTV.com/
we're almost at 3,000.
DNVR. You get 140 plus live channels, sports shows, movies, and news. Stream live TV from any device that you want. Hit that QR code. Go to FuboTV.com/DNVR. Sign up. Start watching immediately. No contract, no cable, no hassle. You get 1,000 hours of cloud DVR as well, included with no extra charge. FuboTV.com/DNVR. We've all got Fubo. D-Line loves it.
I love it.
Sign up for 15% off your first month of Fubo Pro when you go to that link, FuboTV.com/DNVR. Also check out Shady Rays. Shady Rays rated 5 stars by like thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
I don't know if you're going to need Shady Rays for a while now that the Suns are gone.
Oh, holy!
The dad jokes keep coming.
What?
The dad jokes keep coming.
I've got no answer
One
for that.
Paul Millsap Instagram post.
But also, if you broke or lost them, you can get them back right away.
Let's go.
Rated 5 stars by 250,000 people. Use the code DNVR. Get 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. DNVR, 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. You get that at ShadyRays.com. Break your Shady Rays, even lose them.
Dude.
Don't worry. Shady Rays is going to give you a new pair, no questions asked. So go to ShadyRays.com, use the code DNVR.
Shady
2+
Rays.
pairs of polarized sunglasses for 50% off.
Shady Rays loved by everyone with eyes.
Devin Booker had 12 points tonight, you guys.
Dude,
12 points. He shot 4 of 13.
do you know who he reminded
He was
me of
a
tonight?
minus 27, a game worse minus 27.
You know who he reminded me of tonight?
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
Yeah, did he look like Devin Booker?
Looked a lot like Devin Booker out there tonight.
I'm telling you, he had the two best games, 2 of 99.9 percentile games of a playoff player ever. And it was, I tip my hat, man. It was, he's a great player.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, I don't know who's better in this series. Guys, come on, man.
You were talking about before the break, like, what is the state of mind of this team? Like, right now? Kale, bring up that tweet that I sent you. This was a screen grab from the game with, like, 4 seconds left.
Okay.
It's
yeah,
of
Kale brought it up
Nikola
earlier. I had
Jokic,
no
Kale,
idea
did you
what
hear
this-
us?
and Jamal Murray.
Sorry, I'm loading Moses at the same time.
Oh, okay. Never mind. We'll get to it later.
It was the tweet that he brought up before that made no sense before, but now makes
Look
sense.
at,
it bigger
look
there,
at the
Kale, so we can
expression
see
on
it.
these guys' faces.
Oh,
They're
boredom?
about to beat the Suns in 6 games. Make it a little bigger. There you go.
They look like KD and Book.
On to the next one, baby.
Yo, guys, I'll tell you something. I kind of felt like this at the end, too. I peaked in the third
Me
quarter.
too. Oh, God.
I peaked at the third quarter on the watch along to like halfway through the fourth was me up here, and then I just kind of like came down.
The bar did too. That happens in ball arenas sometimes where
Yeah.
you're like, you throw it all out there in the second quarter and you're like, oh shit, is this over?
I'm like, man, I
Do
need
we just sit here for like an hour and a half?
We definitely
peaked in
Yeah,
the
we
second
did.
quarter. I mean, come on, the game
was
was
a
over.
fun-ass
The
game,
game was
man.
like we were sitting here going like, should we don't jinx it? They're up 29. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Let's get to Jamal Murray, guys. I mean, the real thing about the last 2 years is that how much of an impact does he take? Tonight, 26 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, 7 of 16, including 4 of 7 from 3. By the way, a little bit of a flu game from Murray here.
Yeah, Jesus.
Thank God the Nuggets have 7 days off now because the whole team's going to get the flu.
Dude, that's too much. Tell me this is too much.
Well, they all going to be sick for 4 days, so might as well get it
I
off.
know.
Well, I'm thinking about me in this scenario.
But
Yeah, you almost lost it
By the way,
between
I'm
games 2 and
hearing that
3.
the Suns also had COVID in this game.
did they really?
No, I'm just
They had-
kidding.
Actually, the Nuggets had
They had COVID too.
Yeah, they
again,
had COVID
man.
in this game as well.
No,
Yeah.
but Jamal Murray tonight, like he was really good. He played his part. I thought once again he didn't force things, but there were these little moments, you guys. Murray has the most like, is it Schadenfreude? What we want, you know, he has the most like for it. We need somebody to be our champion
Yes,
to go out
dude.
there and do
Yeah.
that. And he has just enough of the like, oh, it's Booker. Let me do a couple crossovers, sidestep, and bury one in his eye, just because it would feel great. He had a couple of those tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I just love this for Jamal. Like, we love the Jamal story.
Oh, God.
Like, there's nothing better than, like, the Jamal narrative taking shape. And I just love this for him because, you know, just being around him, even last year when he was rehabbing, like, you knew how much he hated being away from the team, being away from the game. You know how much he missed these moments, the playoff moments that he absolutely lives for. Like, we talk about, you know, Nikola Jokic wallowing through the regular season. He gets bored. I think that's the case with Jamal. He spent the whole regular season waiting to get back to the playoffs as well. And in this moment, I'm just happy for him. You know, that he has had some moments in these playoffs.
Yes.
He showed out. He's reminded us what playoff Murray, not Bubble Murray.
Not Bubble Murray.
What playoff Murray looks like. And I'm excited for what's to come. And I just can't help but feel good for him that he's made it back to this point.
Bro, it's just like, and Adam's favorite, the
Just
finger up
everybody.
on the goddamn
Can I
forehead.
get a close up here, Kale? Get a close up here. Everybody.
Shush face. Shush face, made famous by internet sensation Online with D-Line.
Short-lived internet
It
sensation.
is. This
Everything's
is
so
like not only did the Nuggets win, like this is the biggest demon exercise. Hey, Kale, do you have the tweet? Can we bring this up? Can we have a moment of silence,
We
please?
all have our own tweet.
Can we have a moment of
have our own
silence?
stuff.
R.I.P. The talking point.
we-
If they
man.
only had Jamal Murray.
Are we doing,
Oh,
are we doing receipts
graphic
Kale?
for
I got
you to
one.
tweet out?
If you guys
What
are
are you-
watching the
what are you,
watch
Kale?
along, this is the graphic
Personal
I was
graphic?
talking about that
Yeah.
D-Line was working on.
Yeah.
I think third quarter started that.
Yep. Yep, I've been thinking about that one for a while. Listen, that talking point officially dead, never to be revisited, never to come back. And
Dude, you
as
tweeted it
mentioned-
twice, 100 retweets on both.
Yeah. As you mentioned,
twice?
no, it wasn't. The second one was a different talking point.
All right, well,
Jokic never shows up in the playoffs. The other RIP, if you want another moment of
Oh, man.
silence
Should
for
we
that.
just send a bunch of tweets to the
I
graveyard
just
right
sent
now?
Kale a receipt tweet for
A
sure.
bunch of
yeah.
receipts.
Listen,
Yeah.
man,
That's great.
we've
Can
had
we-
to listen to this nonsense. And again, this is why it's worthwhile to put all of your faith in sports, all of your effort, time, and attention
RK just
into sports
tweeted an
because there are
incredible
right
one.
answers. At the
RK,
end,
oh
people
my
can say
God.
whatever they want, but like now, what are you going to say? What are you going to say?
Kale, do you have that receipt from?
I love that we're just fighting on
section.
tweets.
Should we just
Hold
put the
on,
camera on the
Quiet on the
timeline?
chat. Quiet on the
If
set.
you guys
quiet on
ever
the
want
set.
to know how petty I am, I bookmarked this on June 6th, in 2022. And I couldn't wait to tweet this one. Just so you guys, if you see Sam Cooper on Twitter, let him know that the healthy Denver Nuggets don't move him. Let him know. Let him know.
Sam Cooper, come on the show.
Good stuff,
my
Sam
God.
Cooper.
Oh my God, I love it that he's Devin Booker with the Suns in 4 guy. I just love it. Suns in for some pain. Dude, I'm not done.
Yes!
Paul Millsap
You're on
jokes.
fire.
Dude.
Let it rip.
Suns in for a long offseason.
Guys, I gotta bring up another tweet from Allie Monroy.
Ali Monroy.
Oh my God, I'm gonna drink to this one. Hanging out with former DNVR social person Michaela Perry.
She left for the dark side.
She's with
PHNX
PHNX.
Sun social
I have to
person.
say, Dev is gonna call in
all
with
that
quotes.
PHNX Suns shit talking.
Dev's gonna call in with quotes. He's gonna be at the club with Jamal Murray.
Yeah,
he's gonna
yeah.
call.
Yeah, he
Dev
really
is
will.
heading
call in
to
with
Riot
quotes
House
from
right now.
Malone.
Oh, this shit is unbelievable. Guys, we have to give. We're not going to have time to go through every single player, but one that deserves it. KCP, 21 points tonight, 7 of 11, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, plus 21. Here's the thing:
Big
the
time.
first quarter was the game.
Yeah.
The first quarter was the Suns lining up for a Hail Mary. Like, hey man, we're going all offense. We're gonna trust that their role players won't make shots on the road. That was honestly the game plan. If we throw an offensive lineup out, we're vulnerable, but we're just going to try to funnel shots to the others. KCP said bet. 7 of 11 tonight.
Unreal.
2 of 5 from 3. And almost, was it 17 in the first quarter?
17 in the first
A
quarter.
KC spree.
The first ever Casey spree.
Here's the thing, man. I'm not surprised. I mean, I literally predicted it for this game. But the thing is
Oh, man.
veterans. We said, is he a role player or is he a vet? That was the distinction.
Yeah.
He is a vet. Role players don't shoot well on the road. Veterans, they shoot well when the game matters most. And tonight was a KCP. I've been here before. I know what it takes. I know what to expect. And he showed up. And he threw the first punch that stunned them, and the Nuggets never looked back.
Yeah.
Dude, Kevin Durant, by the way, on screen right now wearing a bucket hat. Should wear a brick hat.
Yeah. Dude, Paul Millsap. You saw Paul Millsap.
Yeah, it's the first bucket for him all night, baby.
First bucket.
The best part about winning, your jokes don't even have to be
They're not
good.
even funny.
They don't
Not
have
even-
to be good at
Not
all.
even. Yeah, it doesn't matter at all.
Or accurate.
We're in our God phase right
I just
now.
want to actually say, because I know some people in the chat are understandably like, hey, job's not finished. We want more.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I agree with that. I agree with the we want more.
Bro, I'm gonna enjoy every step.
Yes, but that's
You
what I'm
gotta
saying.
celebrate
That's
the-
what I'm saying, man.
every
You
victory.
have to celebrate the little steps. You have to celebrate the moments you waited for. And here's the other thing. To hedge your bets emotionally, to not want to get dunked on the way we just dunked on some good folks. Coward shit. It's cowardly. Talk your shit right now.
Whoa.
Let them know.
Yeah, dude.
Let them know, man. You're a Nuggets fan. It's as good as it's ever been to be a Nuggets fan. Yes, we want more, but we're stopping now to celebrate. Let's
And
go.
this is not a small step. This is massive. This is the biggest bugaboo in the Nuggets universe was the beating we took to the Suns, which, as has been pointed out so astutely by one Adam Mares, was a lie. And now it's time for the pigeons to come home to roost. Michael Porter
the pigeons
Jr.
come home to roost.
Listen, man, like we've had to listen to it and smile because the Denver Nuggets are one of those organizations that you can talk about with impunity. The
Yep.
Cleveland Browns are this way. There are just things where you can be like, oh, poverty franchise. And the Nuggets, as Nuggets fans, you just have to smile and take it because the Nuggets have not given you the requisite ammo to respond. But all the while, we knew sitting in wait, lying in wait in the tall grass, waiting, knowing the truth, knowing that we had Nikola Jokic on our side, the greatest basketball player I've literally ever seen in my entire life. I don't understand how he does what he does, but he does it every single night. He's not like these quote unquote superstars that can all of a sudden just absolutely vanish from a game because they're having an off night.
There's different molds of player. I mean, there are the scorer mold, but
yes, but scorer mold is so much less than what Nikola Jokic is. Not a scorer; he is a game controller.
He also led the series in scoring.
God damn it!
That's what's hilarious about it, guys. You know who else knew? Kevin Durant. I just see this come across the timeline. I'm going to read it. He says, "I always knew how great he was." Of course, speaking of Jokic, I always knew how great he was. I wasn't surprised at all. He'll go down as one of the all-time great centers that ever touched a basketball. Here's what's great about these types of wins. The guys you beat, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, they tip their hat to you. You gain the respect by the guys you beat. I mean, we got to kind of come up with a better word for this because it's really a scalp, right? You get a scalp, but that's too bloody, man. That's
Scalps on the wall?
Yeah, but I mean, Dirk Nowitzki, because I think it was his run in 2011 where he went through all of the top players of that time, and you think, what a great. We need a better word that's not offensive and not kind of like bloody. But Nuggets picked up big ones tonight. They picked up Kevin Durant, one of the best players of all time.
That would be a terrible
Devin
scalp
Booker,
to take, by the way.
What's that?
Not much on that scalp.
Again, a little. It's just weird to say. It feels like it's wrong. I don't know if it is, but it doesn't feel right. It feels.
I understand where it's coming from.
You know what I mean? It's not, but it's.
This is one of these examples where that was actually the group that was not in power. So it's not.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think we just need to come up with a cleaner.
You're right. You're right.
More PC thing to say, where it's like, no, who did you get along the way? Whose jersey did you steal? Maybe something of that nature.
Fine.
Yeah. And to get KD and Booker in this one is just like so great. I'll cherish it for a long time.
I do have to say on the Kevin Durant note, shout out Aaron Gordon.
Oh my
Thank you,
goodness!
man.
Aaron Gordon, whose offense was up and down this series,
Doesn't matter.
brought it defensively in most of these 6 games. And I mean, you look at Kevin Durant, and what do we always think about Kevin Durant? This dude is a bucket. You know, if you need one basket, if the aliens have the light beam pointed at the world, who do you want getting a bucket? And a lot of people say Kevin Durant.
Man,
He can score on anybody.
He's a bucket.
Nobody can stop
exclusively.
him. Well, Kevin Durant shot under 50% from the field in 4 of these 6 games. He shot under 50% from the field for the series.
That's
and
unbelievable.
Aaron Gordon played his ass off defensively. And my God, what a trade that was from Tim Connolly 2 years ago. The perfect piece. And Aaron Gordon came to Denver. Talk about, like, going back to my big takeaway about the Nuggets culture and this being a team and everybody accepting their roles. I mean, nobody represents that more than Aaron Gordon,
true, man.
who came here and bought into his role as the number 1 defender, as that guy who's going to have to sacrifice some offense and give more on the defensive end of the floor. And this was like probably the first series where he was really able to just shine in that way because he had other guys who could score the ball.
Yeah.
And he could just play the role that Denver needed him to.
Which is exactly this. Which brings me to another of the overarching points, and you guys both hit on it. I mean, your big takeaway was literally this, but the playoffs. I really believe this. It's in the offseason, you work on your game, you become a better player. But I actually think where you become the best player is in the playoffs. Because the game really tests everything about you. Your mental resolve, your conditioning, your every skill. A team is a team. What happens in the playoffs is a coaching staff of 10 people and a full roster is all studying every second and trying to figure out where are you weak, what are the weaknesses, and then they try to work together to exploit those. And so you're tested. Your weakest parts of you as a team and individually are tested, and that's why I think in the playoffs is where the deeper you go, it matters because you grow and grow. One thing that came out of this series that I think is really interesting is that Murray went off in game 1. Bubble Murray, one-on-one. Game 2, it was a struggle. Jokic had to carry him home. And in games 3 and 4, I think Murray tried the wrong approach. He tried to say, you know what worked in game 1? Me shooting a bunch and scoring a bunch, and I'm going to try to do that again. And things changed. And Denver had to course correct a little bit. And I think because of that experience, they're better now for the next round, saying, you know how we win? I pick my spots properly. We don't take bad shots. we always trust Jokic and play through him. And some nights it's KCP, MPJ, whatever. But I think that's one of the things that comes out of this is the Nuggets are now much better prepared for, hey, how do we win this way? And it's going to take that going forward.
And I think you have to give Jamal credit. I mean, we were really hard on him all series as a show, a podcast, a fan base.
Yep.
And at times, understandably so. You know, Malone at one point tried to point this out, though. We always think of his scoring. And yes, he plays with Jokic. Sometimes he doesn't get enough credit for being a playmaker, setting the table, getting guys open. He's gotten so much better at finding Jokic in good position. And he had a lot to navigate in this series, including pride and adrenaline coming back to this matchup. So I just think I want to take a moment to, we were so hard on him, and I think rightfully so. But now that the dust has settled, you can say credit to him for figuring it out, for being there in this game. And you hope he's learned, because you know he's talented enough to go on to the conference finals and be, look, he can still be the best player in a series. We know that. So hopefully he learned, but credit to him for sticking with it and figuring it out.
Yeah, man. What do you guys think about that? I mean, D-Line's like, he's in his own world over there.
Bro, I'm going in and out of consciousness. I'm paying attention. I'm not paying attention. It doesn't really matter. I think everything.
But the idea, though, I'm saying is that they got battle tested in ways in this that they are.
Yes.
The Nuggets are a better team right now than they were in Game 1. Like they
Most
grew from
assuredly
this test.
The Nuggets, oh man, this is, if I might be so bold to say, this is another step. This is like the Nuggets are, you get the team, you get the core, you make trades, you get the right players around your core of players, and then you learn about one another. It's just like, this is the way that you hope it can work in sports. The Nuggets are exactly what you want sports to be. It's like not just the guy that has the most money can win. It's the guy that is patient and is clever, calculating, smart, makes the right decisions, like doesn't get, is not easily knocked off of the course. All of this is like, there's like life lessons in here.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's great about sports.
This is what, but typically speaking, and if ESPN has their way, there's none of these lessons are there. It's just like, it's the Lakers, you just, they made the trade. Oh, this league, like all this nonsense. It oftentimes like paying attention to basketball makes you feel foolish.
Yeah.
Like, why am I giving my adult attention and my adult emotions to this clearly flawed, ridiculous league? But there are just things in life that if you want to see them, they are there.
I wouldn't even hear
watching the Nuggets do this redemption that we got to witness from Nikola Jokic, this redemption we got to watch for Jamal Murray and Michael Malone, and like all of these guys that were so beleaguered, Michael Porter Jr., all of these guys that have just been, thrown to the side, not paid attention to because of things that were so outside of their control. Like, it just feels incredible. Man.
Yeah.
It just makes you want to start a project.
Hey, do you want to feel just a little bit better?
Oh, give it to me.
Do you guys want to feel just a little?
Pour
You
it on
feel
me.
perfect now, but do you want to feel a little better? Tim McMahon reports Devin Booker left the arena without speaking to the media.
Oh, a closed book.
Oh my God.
Okay, Dylan Brooks for Devin Booker straight up.
Straight up. Who says no, man? Who says no? Guys,
Under
God,
no
I just-
circumstances.
Part of me
Losing.
wondered, honestly, after the game, part of me wondered, do these guys care the way we cared? Like, did that, I kind of wanted it to hurt. Did that hurt for real? Left without speaking to the media.
Without speaking to the media?
Snuck out the
How
back
dare
door.
he.
Out the
Hey,
back door. He's
Devin.
not even a face the music.
Probably the side door.
The side door. He left out the Dude, I would love to.
Come on the show,
I
Devin.
wish I
Come
could be
on
a
the show.
fly on the wall when Kroenke walked over to. Not again. Not trying to steer Kroenke. Walked over to Ishbia today at the end to wish him like, hey
Good
man,
game.
great series, buddy. That was wow. What a thriller, huh? Wow. Good job, buddy.
Good luck next year, Matt.
Hey, bringing Mel Tucker to the arena. That was really,
wow.
really funny, man. That was really
Psychological
funny,
edge.
dude.
And you know what? If
Psychological
you want to take the game ball home tonight,
Yeah, you know what? Get the game ball.
we don't
for
mind.
it.
Matt,
Bro,
here, congrats on your first playoff series loss as Suns owner. Here you go. Here's the game ball.
Yeah, hey, maybe give it to one of the people you gave a predatory loan to. Here you
you
go.
guys, you guys want to know when this series really ended? and I'm not even really joking about this.
When Jokic gave Ishbia the ball?
When he gave him the ball and Ishbia wilted into the tiniest
like, "Oh!"
corn cob you've ever seen.
threw it like an asshole.
The thing is, it was actually, if you have like a good ground, like foundation on you, like a good grounding.
Somebody get that video and tweet that.
Because like that was Yoke being like, guys, none of this is that serious. Like, hey, buddy, you know, whatever. And Ishbia was like, yes, it is. Oh, get the ball off of me. I was like, this sucks. And Yoke's like, and Yoke kind of walked out the arena like, I'm going to murder these fools tonight.
You know what's so funny about that? I was thinking about this. Jokic did that on purpose.
Of course he did.
No, but what I'm saying is he walks off the floor after warm-ups before every game without dribbling a basketball.
That's awesome.
He's never walked off the floor while dribbling a ball. You know, you finish your shooting routine, you leave that ball at the hoop for the next guy to shoot with.
Yeah.
For the first time ever, he's done, and he walks off and dribbles that thing right into Ishbia.
Yeah.
Like, he was going to
Of course
do
he had
that.
a plan.
He
Bro.
walked on the floor, and he saw him, and he knew the second he finished his warm-ups, he was going to do that.
He thought of that the day before in the pool. In the swimming pool on his off day. He was like, you know what would be hilarious? And I'll
Pool
bet
thoughts.
he like is awkward about it.
But the best part, we mentioned it, but you watch the clip, and Ishbia like thinks he's understanding the interaction the whole time, and then Jokic walks away, and Ishbia looks down at the ball, and he's like, fuck.
Like,
he's like,
mortgage, interest rate,
Oh, he got me.
Oh my god! All right, let's take another break because we have to. On the other side, again, we're just gonna keep doing it. I mean, we're just.
I don't have any real takes, but I can talk a lot of shit.
Volo Sports, guys. Volo Sports is awesome. We're in a bowling league Monday nights, Cherry Creek. Ton of fun. Volo is the largest social sports company in the U.S. We play so the kids play free. Volo Kids Foundation is a separate 501c3 that provides free sports camps to kids in each Volo city. So we have a lot of fun with Volo, but it's also a great company. It gives back to the community as well. Don't have a team, sign up as a free agent. You know, maybe you can be a better mid-season acquisition than Kevin Durant turned out to be.
Wow, that would be crazy.
Even Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, maybe you can be Rui Hachimura. Jared Vanderbilt, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Winningsburg's on set. Keep going.
The Volo
saw my
Pass
opportunity to
is a
pounce.
monthly membership program that gives you unlimited access to sports events and social activities every night. $20 a month. There's a beta version for $10 a month for 3 months. Get your Volo Pass. Start playing in leagues today. You have to register by today, though. So if you're not in with that Volo Pass, you have maybe just 30 more minutes. So volosports.com/Denver, volosports.com/Denver. Yeah. Also, I could go for some of this right now. Illegal Pete's right down the street from DNVR. Edgar showing me his calf for some reason. Oh, Volo calf.
Maybe don't join Volo.
Wow.
You can get calves like that. This episode of the DNVR Nuggets Podcast brought to you by Illegal Pete's. Spring is here. That means patio beers.
Oh, and hail.
Apparently. Kick off the spring season with a house beer bucket for you and your whole crew. 5 refreshing 16-ounce beers for $15. That's $3 a beer.
Let's go.
Doesn't get much better than that. Come soak up the sun with a loaded burrito and a crisp beer at the patio of any Illegal Pete's location.
There you go, Winningsburg. What do you think of the game?
Dude.
What a Winningsburg thing. If you guys don't know, DNVR Broncos, DNVR Buffs.
I honestly thought that the Phoenix Suns never belonged on the same court as the Denver Nuggets this entire series.
Fact check.
It took two
True.
It took 2 Herculean efforts from Devin Booker for this to not be a sweep.
Yeah.
For the Suns to
man.
kind of barely win those 2 games.
Yes. So that was my takeaway tonight. As they were pulling away, I was like, this is what it's supposed to be.
You were like Jamal Murray in that picture.
Yes.
Man, it was something. It really was something special, man. This Nuggets team is special. Like, we're so lucky to get to cover this arc and watch it because, I mean, it's for one so entertaining. I mean, come on, like Jokic is just, people say Jokic's boring. I don't get it, man.
All those people are idiots.
They're not watching.
There's something not right in their head.
It's like when you eat a delicious meal and there's somebody that's like, I don't really care. But you're like, man, that sucks for you, man. That sucks because this thing is like the great. That's how I feel with Jokic when they're like, he's not that fun. I'm like, guys, I giggle when I watch him play.
Giggle.
There's happiness, but then there's giggling, which is like the supreme happiness.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel when I'm watching him.
We gotta let Winningsburg cook. We gotta get Vogt.
Oh, we got more beer. Dude, my guy.
Yeah,
You know,
this is bless us with some thoughts.
Yeah, come
RK.
crash it. Yeah, you come on, Edgar. Edgar could be a big friend of the show. He's hopping on.
Don't show your calves.
Don't show your calves, but you can drive. What did you get us here? What kind of beers?
Yes, please.
There's multiple beer options. I think there's
Agave wheat. That's a dub.
two.
Man.
There's one that's not.
Look at this.
you know what I'll do,
the
Agave
vibes
Wheat?
are so good that the show is completely not a show anymore.
Yeah,
It's just
Edgar's
a
just
bunch of guys
showing off
milling
his
about.
Volo
no,
calves.
do not.
Don't show him, dude.
This video is gonna get taken down after that.
On a
right.
scale of 1 to 10, how much does Edgar look like Landry Shamet?
Not at all. Not at all. That was,
You mean how much does he look like Waluigi?
You mean in that he's a loser? A lot.
Damn.
you know,
Worse than what I said.
Let me go here. I'll take the show here. I don't think this is the last Nugget Suns matchup.
I don't think so either.
I think that this was Nugget
It's
Suns
summer
2.
league. Summer league in July.
Well, I'm just saying. I think it's Nugget Suns 2. I mean, let's be honest. That team, when they did make the trade, as you're referencing, there were holes in their roster construction and this or that. And while I will say this up front, I'll say it now while we're riding the high.
Yes.
I am skeptical. They will add the pieces that make a little bit sense, like defense, this
like
or that.
Kyrie Irving.
But I mean, if they add that, then come on, man, it's going to be Nugs in 5. But you know, they kind of remind me of the Clippers a little bit in that 2 stars, and then you hope you can just put a bunch of shooting and length around them. The thing is, man, I'll take it. Again, this is a team sport. It's funny that it's covered like an individual sport. You know, we talk about individuals, but it's a team sport, and I think they'll be back. I think the Nuggets are going to have to be as good or better than they are now to compete with them. But guess what? I think they will be, and that is a team that I really do think this is Nugget Suns 2, not the final chapter.
I agree.
Yeah. And I feel like the Nuggets are going to have a similar team, and the Suns might have a
Well,
wildly different version.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can time being a flat circle. You can always sort of look back to see what's happened in the past. Like when a team guts their team to make a big trade like that,
Yeah.
like the Knicks did to get Carmelo Anthony, you never succeed that year. It's always the next year when you
Right,
have an opportunity to sort of backfill. You know, getting rid of Mikal Bridges, the twins, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, massive losses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially when you see like how hapless KD was. That my biggest takeaway, honestly, is like I cannot believe how seemingly washed KD looked in this goddamn series.
But you know what, though? Look,
got worked.
Huge shouts to
Worked.
Aaron Gordon, who guarded, first of all, a center in Karl Anthony Towns in round 1.
Yup.
And then a small forward in round 2 with Kevin Durant. I know he plays power forward now, but he's a perimeter guy.
Yeah.
Next round, LeBron James, maybe. Anthony Davis, maybe a little bit. Maybe, I mean, on the Warrior side, it's weird because I don't know exactly who it would be. Andrew Wiggins, maybe, or this or that. But this is the thing about Aaron Gordon. And of all the players that have come through Denver, I'm not sure anybody's Q score has risen like Aaron Gordon's.
Mr. Nugget?
I mean, he's a reason
He's living up to the name.
He's living up to the name. But honestly, Aaron Gordon is a winner, and he was considered a loser for a long time. He's on Orlando, but look, man, he comes out here and the numbers don't pop off. He didn't have a single good scoring game in the series, and tonight he had 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Those are not impressive
Dude, they
numbers,
were-
but you know what they are? Winner numbers, because his job wasn't scoring in the series; it was locking up KD.
Dude, there were people trying to run him out of town after the first playoffs performance that he had, where the Nuggets didn't have anybody to turn to. And can I just say, like, living in Denver, Colorado, a hashtag now basketball town,
Yeah.
has been so difficult for the last 10 years if you care about the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets are regarded not only with it's not only that they don't pay attention, they are looked at with a air of disgust.
Like a side eye.
They're a side, like it's not worth your time.
Yeah.
Seemingly everybody who is
It's
in
not
a
even
position,
worth covering them.
seemingly everybody that has a microphone in this town has some beef with the Cronkies or something, and they make it seem like you are ridiculous for believing in this squad. They did the same thing with the goddamn Avalanche. Now they're doing it with the Denver Nuggets, and now you're going to see a lot of people start to change their tunes, talking about how great the Nuggets are. I love this community that we have built
Yes.
based on the belief in what we were seeing. We don't have to listen to what people say and just take it as gospel, particularly people who literally have no idea what they're talking about.
And don't watch.
And do not watch. And it's like to go from where we started with this team, during the Brian Shaw era, getting Nikola Jokic, all of these, when the steps truly started, to this point right now, we're not done.
Hold on, hold on.
Done.
The steps didn't start with Brian Shaw.
After.
There, right after.
That's what I'm saying.
I just want to make sure because that would be a weird. That was the
Tim
bottom
Connolly,
of the steps.
It was day one of the 2015
That's what I'm saying. We were in the
season.
basement,
Sorry,
and then we
sorry,
needed to
sorry.
build steps to get out of the basement up to Nirvana, which we're currently living in. The job is not done. Obviously, we're talking like everything is completed, but this was a massive, massive deal to beat the Suns the way that they beat the
Convincing
Suns.
fashion.
In convincing fashion, beating two bona fide superstars that fit the mold of the way that the casual onlooker likes basketball to look, and to just absolutely destroy them.
Yeah.
And to have this like sort of faith in the process, the faith in what we were seeing, faith in intelligent basketball that other people won't allow you to have, and people don't want sports to just happen in 1 year and be done. Like, there's just something so satisfying about building something and watching it grow. And I just don't know if anything could be more that can feel any better than I feel right now.
I want to get this take off, and then I'm going to let Vogt get back on.
Yeah, you got to
These
let
are
my
the
guy
moments-
get back on.
these
He's
are the
gone through
moments
all
where I
this.
feel-
He deserves it.
I've never watched more NBA playoffs in my life than I have this season
Really?
because
You
I
and
feel
Nikola
it.
Jokic.
Because I feel it, and I want to look at what we're up against.
I love it.
The Denver Nuggets are the best team in the playoffs.
I agree. I agree.
They are the best.
It's the
team
first
in the
time
playoffs.
I've ever felt this way, by
And
the way.
honestly,
First time ever.
It's not close.
I don't feel that. I agree with you. I don't feel that there is another team
Man,
that.
Do you watch this Boston Philly
Well,
series?
I
Do
would
you
say-
watch the Lakers Warriors series?
All right.
Yeah.
It's not close.
The Denver Nuggets are the best team in the playoffs. I can't wait to keep watching it. Vogt, get in here.
Winningsburg.
Yeah.
Winningsburg!
To give us some love. Give us some love.
I just gotta say, off
Blessed
of
by the bird.
D-Line's point, man, like the journey makes this so much sweeter.
1,000%.
And I wouldn't rather have it any other way. I am so glad, like, I wasn't covering, the Heatles when they just got LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Yeah, that would have been fun, but after it, like, I feel like you would have been left with just this empty feeling.
Super empty.
The way the Nuggets are doing it, that is the type of journey I want to cover and talk about and write about and be on. Like,
Yes.
I don't want to be following a team that tears it down and builds it all up in LA every single summer or every couple of years and tries to just put pieces together and this star and that star and this coach. I don't want any of that. Like, I want this. I want to do it the hard way.
Yes.
And
Worthwhile.
with a patient approach, and that is going to pay off in the long run. We think
I love that
way
word.
more than doing it any other way would.
Wind and I were asked by a DNVR employee a couple times around the trade deadline, how would we feel about the Nuggets cashing in their chips for a Kevin Durant type player?
Right.
And we said then and there
Fuck that, man.
that we didn't want it. We
Honestly,
never have.
I don't want that.
We
Yeah,
never
I want a
have.
guy that can make baskets.
Man.
No, but it's not.
You
just,
imagine how good KD
it's
would be
not
next
just
to
that,
Jokic?
man. It's not just that.
I don't really care,
Me
man.
neither. I'm just
I
saying.
don't want that.
The joke was he only looks this bad because he doesn't have Jokic.
But it's not just that,
Booker,
dude.
not Jokic.
It's not just that. The Suns didn't just lose that series with Kevin Durant. They lost Mikal Bridges. They lost Cam Johnson.
Dude.
They lost the sources of their vibes and their homegrown
Yes, dude.
and their organic. Like the reasons you loved being a Suns fan, they're gone.
So true.
And look, they're going to retool. They might be a better team next year. They'll probably be a better team next year. But I know it'll be a less soulful experience for the Suns fans signing up for that. I know that as much as this team has evolved and the booth additions were the right ones, anything further away from the core we've got would bum me out.
Yeah.
Malone, Jokic, Murray, Michael, Aaron, and yes, all of these guys who started as mercenaries but are now Denver Nuggets. I want to see this group get it done.
Yes, baby.
And I never wanted to see anything else.
1,000% yes. That's why what we've done is great. Our
Hey, shout out us.
shout out us. What I'm saying, but our
Give us some credit.
journey is our journey is alongside it. That's my point. Is
Yes.
it really has been alongside it. It's been so cool. All right, let's take a break. On the other side, I'm told we have 100 super chats.
All right, let me flex.
What?
How many do we have, Kale?
100.
We have 100 super
Bro,
chats.
can we read 100 super chats?
I'm telling you, we're gonna have to when we get over like 50 super chats, we're gonna have to end up making a $10 and up rule. But tonight we'll try to make We'll try to make our best effort. Also, Superstar Dev from the arena any minute. I think, actually.
my
I haven't
God,
heard
dude.
from Dev. I actually have
Dude,
not
Dev
heard.
is definitely in Glendale or
I
Scottsdale
can't
right
wait.
now.
He's
definitely
phones
in
in on
Scottsdale.
FaceTime. Like, he's
He's
like,
on the
"Hey,
tour
man,
bus
it's
right
crazy. This is crazy
He's
right
on the
now."
charter back to Denver.
Is that guy got DeAndre Jordan here? Do you guys you want to talk to him?
Actually, we should have known Jokic was ending the series tonight when he
He's
rolled
like-
in one of his Miami shirts.
Oh my God!
was
And
he in
Dev
his
was
club shirt?
"Hey,
He was
someone
in one of
Jamal
his
Murray's in
Miami
the club."
shirts. Breckenridge Brewery, the official beer of DNVR. You
We're
can
drinking-
see the Breckenridge
drinking the-
on sale.
Oh, we're gonna drink
Juice
a
straw,
great many of them.
agave wheat. Haven't had this one in a
God, this
while.
rules.
Strawberry skies. Whatever you want from Breck Brew. Stop into the DNVR bar. We got all these options here. If you don't know where to get Breck Brew, check out the Breck Brew beer locator at breckbrew.com. Type in your zip code, tells you where to get Breckenridge Brewery. Also, check out the Mile High City Golden Ale.
Dude, we're gonna make Breckenridge Brewery the #1 beer in the entire land. the bigger than Stella Artois.
it should be.
Bigger than Guinness. Should be the #1 beer by the end of this run.
Breck Brew, the official beer of DNVR. Proud to say that.
Oh my
check
God.
out the Breck Brew beer locator if you need to know where to get Breckenridge
And-
Brewery.
Oh, never mind. Actually, take it back.
Okay. At DraftKings Sportsbook, guys, the NBA playoffs are going on.
Let's check my payout. Not that I'm taking it.
Oh my God! Dude.
The chase for the NBA title is in
The
full
payout
swing.
is probably so tempting.
It's
I'm not
probably-
going to do it, but it looks great.
Not
Well,
gonna
the
do
best
it. Not
in
doing
the NBA
it.
battle it out. You can get all the playoff action at your fingertips with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New
even
customers
check
can
our
make
bets.
a $5 bet
Yeah,
and
he did
score
do it for us.
$150 in bonus bets.
He had so many
Instantly.
looks, dude.
Plus, everybody right now can get a no sweat same game parlay every single day during the NBA playoffs, 7 days a week. Make sure to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Sign up with code DNVR. New customers can make a $5 bet and score $150 in bonus bets instantly. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code DNVR. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Massachusetts, call 800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelpline.org. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Kansas, call 1-800-522-4700. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, 21 plus in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. Eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. And offer details, see DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources. Also, a DraftKings Sportsbook pick of the week. The line for Game 1 is not out for Nuggets versus Lakers or Warriors, but that game
It's
is
not out when we don't know the
Tuesday.
opponent. That's weird.
that game is Tuesday in Denver at Ball Arena. I will be taking the Nuggets minus whatever the spread is.
I love it. I love it.
The spread's probably
doesn't
gonna
matter who.
Spread's probably gonna be like 5.5, 6, something like. I'll take the Nuggets with the spread. DraftKings Sportsbook pick of the week. What'd you say? 2.5. I think it'll be more than that. Nuggets don't lose at home in the playoffs, Edgar.
Lakers nonsense in the market.
True. Well, if that's the case, I will definitely take the Nuggets.
Oh,
in
we
that
need to
spread.
start on our super chat journey.
Yeah, guys, we have a couple more hours of the show ahead of us. All right, Kel's going to start with the big ones.
Does anyone have a glass of water?
Just, for again, we're not trying to squeeze everybody. Super chats are your guys' tips to us, but we do start with the big ones as best we can.
Shout out.
Make it a little bigger here if
Shout
you
out
can.
every single one of you super chatting.
Dude, every single one of you guys that support. I mean, this is like our company exists because you guys feel it and support it, man. 100%.
And
honest to
because of
God.
us. Also.
No, it's give and take. It's give and take. But also, we're pretty dope. All right, Nick Orton. Nearly a year ago, the Suns provided me with the greatest schadenfreude of my life. Tonight, they did it again. And I get to celebrate a Nuggets win. This is the perfect night.
Let's go.
Oh, are you kidding me? I was so happy when they lost in the. I was so happy when they lost to the Mavs, but tonight, a whole other level.
I don't want to be rude. We can't do any commentary.
Yeah.
on these
No,
super
we
chats.
can,
I'm just
dude. Well, this
kidding.
show might go 2
I'm
hours.
just
Who gives a
kidding.
fuck?
I'm just
People
kidding.
will listen to all 2 hours.
Connor Pasica. I haven't seen the game yet, so I'm not going to watch this yet. But here's a,
I'm telling you, it takes 5 minutes to watch.
here's a super chat.
Just watch the first
All the
quarter.
Nuggets are good. All the Nuggets fans are
I
good.
love
LFG.
it. Honest to God, this is a game you rewatch and like 5 minutes in, you're like, oh, I get it now.
Jake Smith, the math problem. 4 is more than 2.
Yeah, that is a math
Let's
problem.
go Nuggets. Be mean to Kale for me. He
Hey,
knows
fuck
what
you,
he did.
Kale.
Dude, what the hell?
God damn
are
it,
you
Kale.
serious?
Come on, dude.
What the heck, man?
Where's ya here?
God.
Get a real producer here.
You guys don't know what Kill does after he.
I don't know that Edgar Akeem to lead it and broke his
Oh man.
James Passage, April 19th, 2009. Nuggets beat the New Orleans Hornets 113-84. Reggie Miller. What?
They took him behind the
They
woodshed.
took him behind the
that's what he
woodshed.
said. It's
Suns
very
visited the woodshed tonight.
All right, well,
That's like a Jeff Morton-esque.
there's some
callback.
differences between 2009 and 2023 culturally, and we're learning those.
Gordon Glazner. That was glorious.
Gordon, our
Gordon,
homie,
by the way,
dude.
70 piece, man. He supported the show
Gordon,
more
we
than
love
just
you,
about
Gordon.
anybody on
Yeah,
earth.
dude.
Honest to God, has anybody supported?
No.
He's on Twitter now.
He's our guy.
He's
He's
like
the best.
low-key an investor in DNVR.
not that far below partner level.
One of our angel investors.
Erwin Manningkill.
To give him some shares.
Halfway up that staircase. That's true. That graphics out. 8 wins.
Oh,
8
do we
left
have
to
it?
Go. Oh, it's up.
Kale, do you have it?
Kale,
Let's go
check
ahead.
the-
I
check
always
the-
forget that the chat, the super chat always reminds
Just
me.
check the DNVR Nuggets.
Go ahead. There it is, baby.
is.
Hey,
Halfway there.
Hey, we have another ghost in the building. There's another ghost. Look at that Phoenix Suns ghost. Oh, my God.
Ghost.
Beautiful.
What else do we got? Super chatters. Erwin.
It
Oh,
gets,
no.
honest to God, here's the thing. That looks so long and daunting.
Yeah.
It starts to look less daunting now, man.
Well, I mean,
Daniel
we're
Walters.
halfway there.
Daniel
there.
Walters feeling real smug, saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, feeling real redacted." PHNX, right
Well,
there.
you
There
did-
is no
that's fine.
rivalry. They never were at our level. Weak ass team. Great to see what MVPs and MVPs do in the playoffs
I
today.
love when people use PHNX for Phoenix. Like that's
Me
the cool
too.
thing. Like CHGO, people I've seen people use
Yo,
that
I'm
too.
telling
I'm like,
you, yeah, that did not
that
exist.
did not exist. Nobody said
No
PHNX.
one's ever said CHGO for this guy.
Oh, people do, man. No, people do. And same with PH. It's PHX traditionally, but
He's
now
saying
it's
now. He's saying
PHNX. Yeah.
now.
Not before you.
Right. Yeah. Now people say it. I love
Oh,
it.
man.
I freaking love it.
A 2022-2023 first team all super chatter.
Oh,
5 ish. If only campaign had help. Jamal Murray.
That's the. How did I not?
How did
think
we
of
not
that?
tweet that?
How did we not think of that?
5
Great
ish.
freaking-
Jamal Murray does matter. All the Nuggets are good. Illegal Bacchus and shady rays using Manscaped while drinking athletic greens. Graphic do my
Kale,
job.
clip that.
Let's
Send it
go.
to sales. Send it to sales.
Send
That's
it to
great for us.
sales. We're trying.
The people love the sponsors, man. What can I say?
Man,
They
it's-
love the sponsors.
Super chatters, regular chatters. We see you tonight. We love you tonight.
Dude,
Nick
we're gonna
Schneider.
get Kyle Backus in the bar for like the final. If he's here, he's gonna be drunk off his ass.
I
It's
gotta
gonna be
get
so
drunk with
good.
Bacchus. That's all I.
Nikola Jokic.
That's all I want.
Shirtless on a table. I can't wait.
Shout out to my Suns fan cousin. Chupa Maverga. Take that hell on the way out. They name dropped their cousin. They paid money to talk shit.
Dude, that is a family rivalry right there. when you pay
enjoy-
money to publicly shame your cousin.
Enjoy the next family gathering. Enjoy the next family gathering. HR Son checking in. Finally, revenge is done. The Nuggets did not, but I took it personally for 2 years. LFG.
Dude, we all did. Are you kidding?
did
I mean, here's
too.
the thing.
You know
The
how
Suns-
much shit we had to put up with for
But
2 years?
here's the thing. Tip your hat. They actually hurt us. The Suns actually hurt us. That's what a sweep does. It actually hurt.
Yeah, no,
and
they-
it made revenge that
Yeah.
much more important.
No,
Guess what?
we
got it.
very hurt. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Dude, I'm telling
Hey.
you, it's washed
talk about
away.
old stuff.
It's washed away all my pain.
Look.
That pain I have, don't even remember.
No, we
it.
got an essentially a Nuggets playoff car wreck, and then Bacchus and Shanker showed up and got us a massive settlement.
We could have gotten swept and traded for, I don't know, Chris Paul
That deserved
Kevin
a bigger
Durant.
laugh,
or
man.
Kevin
That was a
Durant,
great- that
but
was a
no,
really
we
good
actually trusted it.
Dylan McLeod with a $50
one. First of all,
super chat.
last one he brought up, it was 10W. We have no idea if that was a lot or a little bit. He's like, I don't know, it's 10 Ws.
Rolling car accident.
Dylan checking in to say Adam has said often that the championship for Denver goes through the Lakers. Bring on the Lakers. Let's go get our championship. Does a finals MVP count for MV3?
Hey, here's the thing. The Nuggets are going to come in as underdogs to either of these teams for whatever reason, just because it's the way it works. And also, it's a revenge series no matter what. No
Yep.
matter if it's Warriors, no matter if it's Lakers, it's a revenge series. I'm excited for that, and you're 100% right. I mean, I kind of feel like it's the Lakers for the reason you said.
It just meant to be.
I had a vision, Eric.
Oh, stop.
Not a real vision, but I just said if they ever win, it has to go through the Lakers, so...
I had that. I did have that.
Buddy Christ,
you
the original Jedi.
You can't just throw that in casually.
Last night I did. I had a vision. Anyway, go ahead.
I think it was.
What?
I think it was today when he was napping. He was still half. It took 2 segments
Dude,
before he
can't just
fully woke
casually
up on the
drop
pregame
that
show.
in the middle of Superchats.
Listen, man. I didn't want to. I showed up dressed today in all black because it was a goddamn funeral.
He didn't want to say it either. He
It was a
did. I knew
goddamn
it in the
funeral. I
pregame
wore
show.
all
I knew
black
it.
for the
I
funeral.
knew it was.
Listen,
You know what? You buried their ass.
Imagine being on the other side of this right now.
Oh my god!
Anyway,
I
Buddy
would
Christ.
throw myself into the Phoenix heat until I dehydrated. 5 minutes.
3
of pain.
minutes.
5
tops.
minutes of pain.
Buddy Christ, the original Jedi. It's a weird name. Tonight is one of the best examples of just how underrated our Nuggets are. They won a closeout game on the road by 25 points.
Wait, was it really 25?
Yeah.
Can I
think
tell you
so.
guys
you
something?
wanted 26.
It doesn't matter. 25 is poetic justice. Nuggets' biggest loss in 2 years ago. 25 points.
Our team is not respected, Buddy
Payback!
says, but it does not matter. I'll let the wins do the talking. 8 more wins. Do it.
Just say more. It's not that many.
It's kind of crazy to think it's as many as they've registered so far. Halfway there, boys. Halfway there. Theo Ryder, fellas. I'm up in MKE for school, graduating Saturday. Vibes are immaculate. I'll be at the bar soon. Come say hey. I met D-Line at an Avs Cup game last year. He signed my hat. Much love. I hope D-Line remembers me.
I'll send you reimbursement for that hat. Get you a new one.
Someone had us sign our shirts recently, signed their shirt, and D-Line and I just wrote our names in print.
Yeah, dude. No, every time because I'm like, I guess I have to sign it D line, and then print it out D dash.
Super chat from Laking Paul.
Look at our guy.
I love you, man. He paid $20 to check in tonight.
Dude, you gotta come to the bar.
Hey, he's
sometime,
feeling
bro.
it tonight.
Dude, a 20 piece too. You knew this is how you know. Like he adds, sometimes it's 5, sometimes
He's
it's 20.
feeling
Then
it.
he's feeling it.
We
man.
can both win tonight, Laking. All right, Nuggets, what a great dub, giving the Suns PTSD from last year. We know. Let's talk Celtics. Wow, did my guy save his Tatum save his legacy? Yeah, from himself. Then he remembered he's a top 5 player, man. He was clutch. I'm so happy. Vogt thoughts. 5 of 21, Laking Ball.
He's
Those
only
are
a
my
top
thoughts.
5 player in Mark
He was
Jackson's
5
mind.
of 21 from the field. It is good that he didn't miss those shots in the fourth. You know who didn't take or make many shots in the fourth?
Devin Booker.
Well, he was on the
Embiid.
bench.
Dude. Saucy Quesarito. I have only really one word to describe the legend and aura of Nikola Jokic. On cloud 9 right now, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to watch along with y'all. We earned this as fans so far. #dogs. LFG.
Do you guys think Dev knows he's supposed to call him?
No, I don't think so.
Because he has not responded
He's
to
like,
any of
oh,
my
no.
messages.
No.
Dev's,
probably
like,
not.
Dev's definitely like, hey man, can I go to Phoenix? We're like, yeah. He's like, dope.
He's celebrating with the team right now.
I did send him the link.
We'll find out. In the meantime, we got a lot of super chats to get through.
Very unclear. He just wrote me actually just now. He said he's setting up.
David Haight,
90?
all the freezing cold takes give me life. This is the best Nuggets team ever during the best era of Nuggets basketball ever. And Jokic is the best player in the world. Stay locked in. Halfway home.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Ben Mack, Suns in 4. Have a nice offseason, Phoenix. Nuggets are bestial.
Got weird at the end.
Yeah, it did get a little
I
weird.
think it's whatever.
Yeah,
We'll
we
move on.
are bestial.
Astray.
I hope the Lakers are ready for some bestiality.
I'm going to call you Ashtray tonight because we're close enough to getting canceled. Don't worry, folks.
Bestiality.
The Suns are now going to put Jokic in the pick and roll and cook him. Just watch.
Next
Oh,
game.
bro.
It's coming next game, the adjustment.
I'm going to make fun of those people, but I also was worried about that.
I guess we're going to make fun of you.
My dumbass.
Carl Hahn.
You idiot.
You're an idiot, man.
You idiot, Adam.
Did you have
Adam's
no
such
faith?
An idiot.
Oh, they're
He
gonna-
doesn't even think Jokic is good.
Dude, turns out Jokic just never tried on defense in the regular season. Which
Yeah,
is
no kidding.
Yes, we know. Carl Hahn, shout out the DNVR Bar. So friendly and such a foreign experience to be surrounded by Nuggets fans. The
Dude,
team
no.
is ready. Let's
The
go.
bar
Denver,
tonight,
Colorado.
man.
Denver, Colorado.
No, listen.
The
you
bar. Can you imagine if you came to the bar for the first time tonight?
Bro. You know what, though? Yeah.
We got one in here
Oh
tonight.
my god.
You know, also, I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to name drop, but I'll do it. It's not really a name drop. The owner of the Grand Rapids Gold was in the
What?
house tonight.
Steve Jabbar was here.
Steve Jabbar
Yeah.
was here. He was he's in town, obviously, and stops by the bar. Imagine how he feels.
Yeah.
Oh, I
He's like, wow, thank God I got with the Nuggets.
high-fived him. I shook his hand twice, patted his back, and gave me a knowing nod.
Oh, that's good stuff. I bet he loved
He
every
was like,
second of that.
D-line.
All right, let's keep going.
Let's
Let's
keep
keep
No, I
going.
mean, he gave me a no nod. Like,
On a real note,
Get away from me.
on a real note, I can't tell you how many times the bar is full of people who have flown in from all around the country.
it's the mother
Sometimes
effing
the
best.
world. If you're feeling lonely in Nuggets fandom, just come see us. It's the Mecca, baby. Big Honey super chat. Thank you DNVR for all that you do in
50
covering the
piece.
Nuggets.
You got to tell them when it's a 50 piece,
Oh,
man.
thank you. I didn't
Jesus.
even see, man. Unbelievable, Big Honey. Y'all are just the best. These playoffs have been so satisfying to watch. Many doubted us, but diehard fans knew this is what this team is capable of, and this run is not over yet.
Let's go.
It's
Fucking
not.
go.
Nuggets
Thanks.
are 2 wins
Thanks,
away
Big
from
Honey.
their all-time best.
Colton or whatever, whichever one
the
you
super
pick.
chats are still coming in.
Trevor Andrews, $10
We're gonna be
Phoenix
here
Buns
forever.
fans went from
fine.
flexing a
People pay
hospital
it, man. We gotta
playoff
give 'em
run
love.
to losing 2 elimination games by 58 points combined. The basketball gods are always watching.
Always watching. I will say this though, real quick. Next round, closeout game. Should it happen? Knock on wood. We got to do like 20 and up, just because this would be crazy. But let's roll. Let's roll.
1,200.
That we'll read. You could send them. We'll read them later individually.
1,257 likes on this YouTube video. Keep them coming if you haven't hit the video yet. Helps other Nuggets fans see it. Helps us do well. Walter Worthy checking in with $20. When I'm not being a schizophrenic fan that takes every loss as nearly as season ending. Realize this team is 8-3 in the playoffs with average margin of victory of nearly 15 points and an average loss of 6 points. We are the best team in the league.
Oh my
LFG.
Yeah, man. Just as a reminder, as we move forward and things get difficult, it's people were yelling at me after Game 4 because I wasn't like super upset. I'm like, I'm still very confident. What do you think?
Yeah.
Luis Bueno. Hi, guys.
Hi guys.
I was in Ball Arena 2 years ago versus Suns. I am enjoying this moment a lot. KCP, incredible today. No kidding. Let's go, Nuggets. Thank you all for this show all year long.
Let's go.
No, thank you for watching all year long, super chatting.
Let's go.
This shit would be boring if we did it into the void, but we do it with you. We suffer and we celebrate together. What else do we got? Kale, Richard Saliga, $10.
Money. Let's go.
That w-
Let's
yeah,
go.
that's so
Let's
true.
go. Thanks, homie.
Peps, $10. That's a math problem. Nuggets shot 36% from 3 when Phoenix shot 39%. Nuggets win by 25.
They solved the math problem tonight,
Dude,
boys.
they solved the math problem only to find out.
What are you gonna do?
They solved the math problem only to find out they actually had a Nuggets problem.
Or just they have a Kevin Durant problem.
God.
They had a Nikola Jokic problem.
Oh,
actually.
God. NR, $10. My first super chat. Thanks
Let's
for
go.
all you do. This is a good question. Who do we want revenge on more, Lakers or
Lakers.
Warriors?
I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. They're both good stories. You beat the Warriors. You ended a dynasty. You beat the Lakers. That's been like a 50-year curse of the Nuggets. So there's a good story behind both.
Yeah.
Next one.
Michael Weiss, Nuggets whooped them. Another dynasty dismantled. Halfway to the promised land, LFG. This is the second time in the Jokic era that the Nuggets have beaten the odds-on favorites to come out of the West, by the way. Alejandro Botello,
They
$10.
either beat them or lose to them.
Yeah, exactly. I've spent my entire life saying this is our year, hearing every expert and analyst say that Denver are frauds. Can't wait to hear it all over again when we get LA or Golden
actually
State.
can't wait either.
We'll take them all on.
I know, dude. I can't watch any of those shows, but I cannot wait for the clips
Oh, the
tomorrow. They
David
hit the
McMenamin
timeline.
clip. I can't wait. Actually,
Tweet
give me
the
the
clips,
Lakers. Give me the
please.
Lakers. Francois Simmons. Coincidence that on a day the sun didn't come out, on a rainy Denver day, the Suns also didn't come out to play. Thanks for all the work you guys do. It makes the wins so much sweeter. 8 more, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Super Chatter's bringing it. Super Chatter's bringing it. S. Williams, 2. Suns pack in the air. Oh, man. I wish I had a redacted right now. Can't wait for game 1 of the Western Conference Finals in Ball Arena. This is for all the fans that watched Joker lead that helpless Nuggets team against the Suns, knowing we had backup on the way.
go.
Yeah, man, for
That's
real.
two. The homie, he gets it.
You had
He's
to
been
eat
there.
it. You had to sit there. You had to take it
You
when
had to
you knew
sit
better, and you knew better. And tonight you get to talk your shit and don't hesitate. Trey Moore, $10. I'm so glad we beat Waluigi and the sloth from the Ice Age. We might have just blown up the Suns. Nuggets are getting that chip. We don't
me every
condone every
time.
comment, but we'll read them if you pay. Also, that one, pretty good. Dave Krug, ESPN, TNT, less so. And
Never heard of 'em.
And Fox, they all suck. Everyone always doubting you.
Yeah. Who cares?
That's what
Who
we're
cares?
here
There's
for.
only one 4-letter network you
there's
need to
only
know
one.
about.
Yeah, the rest of them can get a 4-letter word.
DNVR, baby.
James Jukes, $10.
Hey, it's our
Homie.
guy. This is our homie.
Orale, I got hit by a car today.
Okay.
Fuck, man. That's wow.
It's a tough start.
This is a tough start. Let's see if it picks up as we go here. All right. He's paying us money.
I'm mad
Damn,
hurting.
dude.
Lost my favorite car.
Damn, this is getting worse.
And I'm
okay.
in mad pain.
Wow. All right.
Lifelong Nugs fan, though.
Okay.
And this
Okay.
made me feel better.
Okay.
Thank y'all
Wow.
for being you. Love you guys.
Dude,
Both
James,
Murrays. Let's go.
You know what?
thank you for being
Not a bad
you.
day.
Not a bad day. Not a bad day.
The Lakers beat the Super.
In enormous pain. Lost my favorite car.
A bar attendee, Omer Spit, excuse me. Tune of Bohemian Rhapsody. Is this the Nug life? Is this just fantasy?
fantasy.
Caught in a Murray flurry. No escape from KCP's D.
Let's go.
Open your
Stick the
eyes, look
landing.
up to the skies, and see.
I'm good.
Best Nugs team ever?
Yeah, you can throw it down here, or you
Edgar,
can do
you're
whatever
out
you
of your
want.
mind,
Edgar, yeah,
dude.
it doesn't matter.
I mean, look.
I'm still behind on the beer you
I've
brought
got
me
3
earlier.
drinks to get through. Miter, big congrats to the DNVR fellows. I mean, feel free to get started. Having great commentary, community, and analysis, as well as D-line, contributes meaningfully to being a fan.
It did sound like an insult. You guys are all really funny, and then there's D-line.
I think
Steve.
they meant D-line even
more so, but it
even more
came
so.
off as way less
Yeah.
so, which is hilarious.
Just to be, fuck you, just in case. Just in case. Or thank you.
Thank you.
Oh man. Hook 'em 15. Hate to see KD go out like that, but that's what happens when you yoke around and find
Oh,
out.
I love it,
Job
man.
not done. That 15 guy is a glitch in the matrix.
Bro,
Enjoy it, ladies
can we,
and fellas.
honestly, we should send Matt Ishbia a joke around and find out shirt. Oh, we should
do it.
just send. Like,
I mean, he'll never
He'll
wear
never
it.
wear
I
it. He'll
don't
never
care.
post it. Well, they'll never know.
But
But it'll be
we'll know
our
he
little.
got it.
It'll be our little thing that we
Let's send it
know
to
that
him.
they received a
send it
joke
to him.
around and find out. What is he? Extra medium?
Medium.
What an extra.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy.
Hey,
He's probably a medium.
extra medium. Nick Bavacqua. You know what? Screw you guys, man. Not everyone gets to be 6'3". Did we really think we were going to lose to a pair of guys named Devin and Kevin?
I don't know why that's so funny, but it is.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh
realistic.
my
Aiden and Caden.
That's my
All
guy.
the Nuggets are good, but Jokic is a bad man.
Devin and Kevin.
Hiker, a referendum on how you build a real team. All
Yes.
that heliocentric ish is cute until you play against a real offense. Give us all the smoke. Scott writing. I knew it was over when the sun didn't shine all day today.
I love that.
The
I love that.
sun didn't even want to show up for an elimination game. Also,
That's a good line.
commenters
That's
asking
a
if
bar.
Jokic is the best big man passer ever in 2023. LOL. LFG.
That is like
Yeah, you're
RK.
3 years
RK
behind.
invented the
Yeah.
compliment that's actually offensive. The best passer, big man, like that was 2 years ago. It was
That's
offensive.
kind of how I feel about Mark Jackson calling him a top 10 center ever.
I know.
I'm
You
like,
know
yeah,
what?
like 2 years ago. Or-
You're right.
All
He's like 7, and then we'll debate that
And
if they
then,
win a
yeah.
title. Yeah,
Oh, it's so dope getting greedy.
centers, man.
Truby, the Nuggets are a team. The Suns players add, the Nuggets players multiply. The fellas are greater than the sum of their parts.
Let's
Dude,
go.
that was the math problem. Hell yeah.
God, chat's on fire. NR checking in again. Jokic is S tier alone. A tier is empty out of respect for Jokic.
I love that.
B tier is Booker, Giannis, etc. And B,
What'd you say?
maybe C
They
tier.
just keep coming in.
Yeah, of course. We're gonna be here for 2 days. Keep going. Is he in?
Oh,
get
Dev,
Dev.
Dev,
Oh
Dev,
my
Dev.
God!
We'll come back to your
Superstar
super chats.
Dev.
Oh, hell yeah.
Superstar
Big
Dev.
market
Good work,
Dev, dude.
Dev.
Bottle service
Good
Dev.
work.
Oh, you guys wanted me bad, I see. Me bad.
Dev, take us inside. How loud was it inside that arena tonight? I imagine it was so loud.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it was incredibly loud. It was so loud for the first couple minutes of the game. I was like, this arena is incredible, honestly. It's an incredible arena. The lighting, the experience, the ambiance, like their seats are incredible. It's so good. And everybody was so into it for a few minutes. And then happened, man.
Box, but is there any part where you were just like,
Sorry, was there any part that I was
Just laughing, just like you had to put your head in your shirt like this and do the.
I sat next to Michaela Perkins, who used to be part of DNVR and is now part of KHNX. She was kind of confident for a couple of seconds. She didn't want to talk to me anymore. Like I'm there, and I have to just act like I'm not excited the entire time. I'm just like super calm, super calm.
Super calm. All right, man. Well, take us inside, man. Take us inside the post game. I'm so curious what the Nuggets had to say about this.
All right, so we started with Malone as we always do. As you guys know, the big point, the talking point for him was it offense? Nope. It was defense. He said the defense was what won them the game. It was big time. He said in Denver's arena, they're only averaging 98 points, but here they're averaging 125 points. So for them to hold them under 100 points, as we all know, it was a thing of beauty. He said that when Denver's sharing the ball, they feel that they're the best team in the NBA, and this was a game that they was sharing the ball. He said, on their mentality heading into the game, he said the mentality was to go out there and take it, not to go in to give it up. They're not going to just give it to you or anything like that. You have to take it. He did not want the Denver to be counter punchers. He said that he wanted them to strike first. In the second half, he was waiting for that run for Phoenix to go on, but Denver showed maturity, and he was very proud of the group and how they responded. He spoke about KCP, of course. That was a monster game for him. He said that he played so well in the first quarter that he did not want to take him off the floor. I mean, he didn't. He played for the entire first quarter. He said that he did have 17 points, and that's what everybody's going to talk about. But really, it was the defense that was the big change, for KCP. On things going their way, this is one that I know that you guys will like. He said that Denver has some plays in this game that he felt like the basketball gods were watching over them. He said someone is looking down on them, and KCP was great. All understand how good of a player he is, but you're not afraid of the greatness. Must go through that challenge, and he feels that Denver did go through that challenge.
Team apart behind you.
They're already starting the roster
Is the
construction
rebuild
for next season.
Yeah, is the rebuild in play going on right now?
Oh, right now at this second, they don't have ice under here, I don't believe. So they're ready for the summer. Maybe they'll send some of these workers to Cancun with them. Back to Malone on possibly winning the championship. He said that they understand the challenge, the chemistry, the camaraderie. Look at how they played against the best teams in the West. He said that they had a solid stretch, and guys behind the bench. They stayed ready the entire time. So this is a really gritty bunch. This is not about being lucky. They said that they've worked for this. They treated this game like they were down 3-2. And he challenged them at half to see if, they were not going to give up a damn thing. Don't get away from the team that got you here in the first place, and don't be afraid of success. And he said that Denver had a rocky third quarter, but they responded and they closed the door on them, after he caught that timeout. So he was, pretty big on that. He talked about a defining moment for this bunch. He said that the defining moment came December 8th. It was a game in Portland where Jamal Murray hit a buzzer beater. He said
I remember that.
Yep. He said it just wasn't the buzzer beater, that got him, even though that it was a big turning point for the team because he felt that Jamal, had to overcome his ACL tear. Just get himself into being the player that he was. But really, it was the mentality of the team. He said that he felt like that was the first time that Denver played great defense, and they sustained that defense and became about winning. So he understood that they could be great at that time, and that's when it became their true identity. So December 8th was the turning point.
Following a team, like when people say the regular season, I mean, they're right about the regular season not mattering as much for different things. But the reason you watch is because it really is these little moments that mean something later on. And I'm with him. Murray was not good to start the year. Jokic famously joked in the media day that he's going to suck for 20 games. Well, he did. December 8th was around 20 games. And Murray hitting not just a game winner, but a Shake Jeremy Grant step back, sidestep, buzzer beater, buzzer goes off while it's in the air, hits the game winner. That meant something. It meant like it was the first time we felt that, oh, that's right. That's what Jamal does. That's who he is. He's the guy that just has that ice in his veins. And I can't tell you how much I love that Michael Malone called that back now in this moment. I think it's the coolest callback. Great one, Dev.
Malone is such an underrated quote giver, man.
Oh,
he
he's
drops
so good.
a lot of mics.
He's the best.
Go ahead, Dev.
Especially when they're winning, Just to put a button on Malone, they talked about the locker room. So while we were doing the presser, you heard right before he came out for the presser, you heard the team, celebrating super loud. I love when it works out that way. I don't know if you guys know, but I called, Denver in 6 because I knew that.
He did.
This guy.
Wow, this
this
guy.
guy.
I don't like to brag, man. I really am not a bragger or anything.
You're not. It's one thing I've
That's what I
never
love
said about you.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So humble.
So just to talk about that locker room, he said that he thinks that the guys are excited, but it's controlled excitement. We just beat a really good team convincingly in an elimination game, and that is very hard to do. So excited for us to do our job at a high level and advance. But we're not throwing champagne on each other. We're not popping bottles because that is not our goal. Our goals are much bigger than the Western Conference Finals. We want a championship.
I like it. Dev, we have 100 super chats. Let's run through the rest of these here. Give us the best stuff.
Oh, I'll give you some bangers. So Jamal, kind of a regular Jamal night, but he has some things to say. This was a game that he said that he slept in all day for. He slept until right before the game. He had his first meal of the day right before the game. He said it was just one of those days. He was feeling very rough. But he did say that he was always going to play, regardless of what it was. He was not feeling well at the podium, honestly. Coughing, very weak, but he just had to push through and had another one. He said that Denver felt that they were the biggest, the better team. The question was like, why did you win this series? And he's like, because we were the better team. You got to love that. He talked about KCP. He said he really did set the tone offensively and defensively. He kept us locked in. And that's why he's a champion, and he showed us that he's a champion. And then I asked him about Aaron Gordon. A lot of the attention went to KCP, Jokic, and Jamal, as it always does. And he was open. He said that Aaron Gordon is solid, man. He is underrated in his role that he plays for us, and he's just so unselfish. He takes on the challenge of locking up Cat. He was great on the perimeter and post on KD, who has got it all just every single night. He's putting it out there on the floor, and that's very underrated, especially when he wants to take threes and step out, on offense. But he's been amazing for us and being patient and not forcing things offensively and letting the game come to him. I'm playing hard defense first, and that's really helped us in this series and in this playoffs. We talked about that defining moment for December 8th. They asked Jamal when the defining moment was for him. When did he believe that this team could start winning? He said it didn't come December 8th. It came in 2019. He said, I've been saying, man, when we are a healthy team, we know what we can do. We just need everyone on the court. We always had that potential. We believed he did not have to convince himself because he felt that, they're prepared and they're prepared for the games. Continuity there and the belief system is there.
Turn that up, man.
That was a banger for him. And then for Jokic on beating the Suns, he said that it was the same mindset as if we were playing at home. We were the aggressors, especially in the first quarter, which was really good. On KCP said he played really well. And they all talked about the defense. He said he played well on both ends, especially on defense. He said that he means a lot to this team because he knows what to do. He feels like he played well. He said that Bruce Brown played well. He called out AG's defense and also Christian Brown. How they all defended Devin Booker and Kevin Durant throughout the entire series. He did not say that this was their best basketball game. He said that he felt like the fifth game at home was their best basketball game. But he's great. He's glad that he continued it on the road, and that's a good sign for Denver moving forward. When he talked about KD, because KD had a great quote where he said that Jokic is one of the best to ever do it, and he did not expect that. and they had a moment after the game. He said he don't want to tell us what it was, but he said it does mean a lot because KD has been one of the best scorers for the last decade. He's a scoring champion and a champion altogether. So it just means a lot for that. On Jamal Murray being sick, he said, we tricked him. He just started laughing. And he said,
Yoke's the MFing best.
Yoke's the best.
yeah, but really, he's just that's just a guy that's always wanting to be more and do more. And that's his mindset. He think that he would have played regardless. And that's just to, piggyback of what Jamal said. He knew that he was going to play the entire time. He said he's played through worse things. And he's a great competitor and partner to have in this journey. They asked what he's going to do this weekend. He said that he's going to watch his horses race. He has a friend whose horse is racing tomorrow, and he's going to watch his horse as well.
Dev, he dropped a triple-double in Game 6, so he'd have extra time to watch his horses over the weekend, man.
Gonna be in the pool. Gonna be watching horses. Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, and then on the last thing for him, so I dropped the Jake Coyne, quote to him about being the first player in 60 years to drop 30, 10, and 10 in a winning series. And I asked him, I said, did you imagine that a guy from Sombor would get to this point? He said, no, I could not have imagined that.
Great
and
question.
If you really want to talk, I never imagined that I would be in the NBA, but it happens like that. And I'm glad to be here. My team is winning. In the last 5 years, we are improving and every year making something new. And amazing to be part of this journey around these guys. And I think we can do something nice.
It's an awesome quote, Dev. That's a great question, too. Good
I never
shit.
thought I'd be on the DNVR Nuggets podcast. But
I never once.
Here I
did.
am.
Dev's the first person to get a good quote out of Jokic in 3 months, by the way. So, good stuff, man.
Dev.
That's on board. You got to be Serbian, man. If you're
You gotta be Dev, enjoy Scottsdale tonight, man. Don't go too hard. Don't miss your flight
Dev,
home. All right.
Go too hard.
Actually, you don't go
way
too hard.
everybody has a job. I'm just going to do my job.
This
The
motherfucker.
MFing best. Thank you, Dev. Great
Let's
stuff,
go,
brother. We'll see you.
Super chat.
All right,
right?
we gotta
What
read
is
100
Dev?
super chats in 1 minute.
Pray for B-Rad. What do we got?
Throw them on.
Go fast. Just go fast. Here we go.
Throw
Give everybody
everyone
the
you
time.
got.
$10.
Luke Julian, $10. First time, long time. Holy crap. For years, Nuggets fans have known this team could be this, and it feels so good to be proven right. Yeah, it does. No, it's not finished, but everyone should enjoy this.
It's 100%
the right
true.
message.
Big days ahead, baby. Big
The
days
right
ahead.
message. Lance Barnes, $10 over under 1.5 hours of sleep. D-line gets tonight. I'm taking the under.
I think
Way
I'm,
under.
LFG.
Way under.
I'm taking the over. I'm taking the over.
Tonight?
Tonight?
Under.
Yeah.
I mean, he
tomorrow
won't-
morning
he'll
it's
get-
over. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come on.
I might if
Jack
tonight-
White tomorrow on the show, by the way. Jack White
Jack
coming up
White
4
tomorrow
o'clock.
on the show.
Oh,
Jack White
Jesus.
tomorrow.
Get yourself ready.
TPC Super Chat, $10. The best player in the world just absolutely dismantled the Suns. We
I
are
saw the same thing.
Witnessing one of the all-time greats at the absolute peak of his powers. It's so true.
Let go of hell. I love it. Let
Nug
go of
life
hell.
is dead. Tal,
Long
teach
live
a
the
five.
Nug life.
$10 coming in from Singapore. Oh, probably not dollars. Coming in from Singapore again for my traditional super chat after every series win. Good stuff. And appropriate to Singapore, unselfish Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets gave the Suns quite a canning tonight.
Caning.
Caning. Is that, because of
In
the...
Singapore, that's the punishment. There was famously an American that graffitied in Singapore, and he received 10
telling you,
lashes.
man.
with
Wow,
a
there
cane.
was layers to that one
it's
that were
hilarious
kinda
how much
heavy.
shit Eric knows.
That was heavy.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Eric knows a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
random shit.
I'm
man.
an old person.
Nimrit Shergill wanted to send a tenner. Not sure how much that is in U.S. dollars, but love the immaculate vibes and want to show my support. We appreciate
Yeah,
you.
Let's
we,
go.
we love our Canadian brothers and sisters.
Yeah, we do.
Including Jamal Murray.
NYTJ Buff fan. Jokic is the best player in the world. KCP came to play. They locked up Booker and KD in the first half. The game was over. Defense was huge tonight. Malone was absolutely love seeing that effort. Yeah, this is the closest Malone's been to happy in 15 years. So, Stefan Vanderwood, let's go! Western Conference Finals going nuts out here. It's 7 a.m. in the Netherlands right now, and still
go.
buzzing from the game. All the Nuggets are good. Jokic is for sure playoff MVP. We're worldwide.
No, I think it's Jimmy Butler.
We're
best player in the-
worldwide.
best player in
RR,
the-
just say dirked them. then LOL rather than redacted. $10 from RR.
You said redacted instead of scalped.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
It's
so
just-
sensitive. Vogt.
We just did the whole thing about you said anyway. Mario Fernandez, $8
I'm saying we
US
shouldn't make it a
dollars.
thing, but
8
you can say the
victories
word.
down, 8 more to go. First time super chatter, but a long time fan of the show. Love and admire every single one of you. Thank you so much. Cheers from a UNC Bears alum.
Let's go.
UNC up north.
All the Nuggets are good. Jokic is poetry.
Jokic is poetry, man.
Saeed? Oh, different
Alex?
different person. Alex
Close.
even.
It's Alex.
Yeah.
Alex Epstein.
Sorry, it's my first time reading. Alex Epstein, 1111. Calvin freaking
Freaking
Booth.
Booth. Let's
It's so
go.
true, man. So true. Want to stress that you just don't have to choose. Both of these guys did what they had to do to
Tim
get this
and
team
Cal,
where they're
yep.
at. No look, Yoke, best team in Nuggets history, best player in Nuggets history, best night in Nuggets history. Thanks for the best coverage in Nuggets history.
Indisputable.
Congrats
Nuggets
to you.
have been to the conference finals now 4 times. 2 of those with Yoke.
Congrats to you. Congrats to us. Everyone else can. Oh, we lost that. I'm just going to assume it was inflammatory. My sons get. Everyone can F off. I like it. A tool Noel Carr. My son's getting ready to shush his entire 5th grade class tomorrow in Atlanta. Let's go. This is the good stuff. He got
yeah.
booed by everyone in class after the Suns evened up the series.
That's hilarious.
Oh, the vibes
Yo,
were
shout
never
out to
so
your
immaculate.
son.
You guys are the best. Tell your son.
Shout out to your son.
Tell your
man.
son, maybe frame it differently, but tell your son to talk his shit tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Yeah, filter that however you
Yeah,
speak to your
you know
children.
how
Go
Your
talk
son-
with your friends who
Tonight-
like basketball.
Tonight your son is a man.
Yeah.
Tell him straight up.
I like he sits him down. Son,
Son,
Talk your
talk
shit.
your shit tomorrow.
talk your shit.
Talk-
This is a great reference because I'm a nerd. Jesse Mason super chat $10 in the Diablo games. When you kill another player in PvP, you get their ear. Nuggets collecting some ears.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Is that better than Scout?
I know. I don't know why it is, but it is. You're right.
Yeah.
But I don't know why.
One is
Years
fantasy
ago. I don't
based,
know
the
why.
other is based in a troubled history.
Yeah, it's not actual world history.
Again, D-line, the learned one of the bunch. Mike Wilson, $10. Adam
Nice.
reflecting
Homie.
on the fact that all but one Western Conference Finals opponents have been the Lakers. How does that make you feel? Do you still have a preference? Do we play after that? All the Nuggets are good. The vibes right now.
First of all of them have been the Lakers. The only one that hasn't been. Tell you that. Come on, what are we in middle school? The only one that wasn't was in the ABA. We're talking NBA history.
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
so.
yeah. We're all getting a little drunk, by the way.
Yeah, I'm
tired of shit.
I've got 90 super chats carried. Beat Pow.
We only have
4444.
63 more.
Our starters.
I gotta go, actually.
Our starters are all locked up for at least 2 more years. Given that, plus the talent of our rookies, if the Nuggets win it all, do we immediately start talking about a dynasty? Probably too
Probably
soon.
we'll go, but yeah,
we'll circle
we're only-
back.
I love it. We're halfway through
yeah,
the playoffs.
we'll
We're
circle back, though.
Is it a dynasty,
Yeah.
or would you call this?
Not yet, but I love the vigor. Dustin Zimmerman. Oh, we're halfway there. Living on a prayer.
Oh, there it is.
Take
You gotta
Yoke's
sing 'em,
hand,
dude.
and we'll make
Make
it.
I
I
it
just
swear.
realized that was
swear.
a song early on. That's New Jersey's own Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
It was New Jersey.
I'm good on Bon Jovi, by the way. KC Mack, I really think Malone
Good
timeout
to
in the
know.
third got these guys back on track. I screamed at my TV when they showed what Malone said. End it tonight. I said, damn right, Malone. Malone's
go.
having a great playoffs, man. We got to admit it. Got to admit it, even if
Amen.
you're a hater. Nerd Rage SC. My dad is the reason I'm a Nuggets fan. Shout out Pops. Unfortunately, he passed away 2 years ago. We're very sorry for your loss. And he never got to see the Nuggets fully healthy again. I know he's out there blessing this
Love
team.
that. I love that,
Go
man.
Pop.
I
Here's to
love
Pops.
that. I
Here's to
Pops.
Pops.
absolutely
Cheers.
love
My dad
that.
does not
Cheers.
know what the Denver Nuggets are.
Or who you are, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
a whole.
true.
That's another podcast.
Thank you for sharing that. That was
Obeyed
awesome.
Knight.
you,
That
man.
was a. Yeah, I love those messages for real. I just want to say the best thing to come out of the Nuggets being good is DNVR growing and you guys achieving more success. Kudos to all of you. P.S. Dev the closer is the best. That's undisputed at this
Dev the
point.
closer. We had to send
We're
out the
sending him
closer,
to
man.
every closeout
We send
game.
out the closer.
Yeah, that's a Dev super chat. Seth Bang, $20. Home in time to catch the super chats. Best part of missing the show is having a whole winner's lounge in the morning. Better than a cup of coffee. Jokic average versus the Suns, 34, 13, 10, 66 true shooting percentage. Is that accurate?
Guys, we take him for granted.
Jesus Christ.
10 years from now, we're going to have some player averaging like 14 and 6, and we're going to be like, dude, this guy's awesome, man. This guy's incredible.
I'm not covering the Nuggets once Jokic retires. so
34
No, I'm not watching
13 and
basketball.
10.
that will be you guys having that
That's why I
conversation.
love that. the games that have been synced up with the Nuggets games have been Philly and Boston. Because, like, tell me about who else is in the conversation. Jesus Christ. Friendly Goat, $10. Goat team if only major media realized a team is more than its best 2 players. Hey,
Nope.
that's why we're here.
Hey, not to call anybody out, but I'll say it by name. Dave McMenamin laughed at the idea that the Nuggets might beat the Lakers in the conference
Give me the
finals.
Lakers.
Laughed.
As soon as I heard
Literally
that clip,
laughed. Did you hear that quote?
Oh,
that
as
one?
soon as I heard it, I
he
was
goes,
like,
"Oh,
give
the
me the
Lakers are going to
Lakers."
make it to the Western Conference Finals and lose to the Nuggets."
Yeah, Adam,
It's like-
I'm inviting Dave McMenamin to a dinner in Union Station next week.
Friendly Goat, super chat, $10.
I don't know what to do with that.
Also, DNVR is Goat Media. Shout out Friendly Goat. I love when Edgar gets so drunk he forgets we're live on the air.
50 piece. Holy hell, Dustin.
Dustin Zimmerman, $50.
Damn,
Love
thank
you,
you, man.
degenerates. We love you right back, Dustin. Wish you had this place when I was in the D. Living in Charlotte is so rough during playoffs, but I love it. If we make it to the finals, my son and I will be at the bar for the
Yes.
game. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
He made me promise game one, Denver fans.
Oh my
effing
God!
draft.
Finally, a
God.
good
Come
father
see us.
checks
Come
in.
say hey when you come. We want to take pictures. We want to say hello. We want to meet the kid.
Jesus.
What do you
There's been
say?
a couple fathers specifically.
Oh,
you know what?
To previous fathers, I'm a little drunk.
Eric, fathers, touchy subjects. Kakandi. My wife and I walked out of our wedding ceremony to retro funky. But I must say, that music sounds even
Wait,
sweeter
really?
after this one.
Dude, if
is
this
that
is
a
true-
real anecdote?
If this is true,
Stop it, man.
Please send us the video.
bro, you have to send us the video. That will go effing viral.
Stop it.
That is incredible.
What's better than this? What's better than this? What else do we got, Kale? What else do we got? Oh, man. James Passage. Has anyone done a wellness check on PHNX? Not well. Probably not well. But you know what? Shout out our homies over there.
Yeah, shout out.
Just give us the love. No need to throw them hate. We can enjoy it together. Blair Einfeld. Tim Legler said he just watches Jokic and giggles. They're learning, guys.
Dude,
They are
one
learning.
thing that got cut out of the documentary was Mishko saying, and I'll do it in my best Mishko, as offensive as it might be.
Perfect.
When I watch Jokic, he reminds me of the comedy. He's the only player I say this that is a comedy.
And if we offended you just now, we're sorry. But that is a real quote.
Also, toughen up.
Brendan. Suns fans said Murray wouldn't have made a difference. They said MPJ and Jokic couldn't play defense. They said KCP was a salary dump.
Bro, hey,
million.
shouts to John Hollinger. Can I say something? Shouts to John Hollinger. He's the one that said of the trade, I hate this trade for Denver. Are they salary dumping or whatever? And then he came out today and he said, yesterday, and he was like, not
yesterday.
only was it the worst call, he's like, if I should win a Razzie for how bad of a
Yeah,
take it
I
was.
appreciate people owning it.
I do too,
I
man.
appreciate
Like,
people
you're
owning
washed
it.
away. The
Yeah,
sins are
dude.
washed away.
Exactly.
Hey, I've been wrong before. What else?
Doesn't move our kid.
You can still laugh at everyone. Let the
Oh,
receipts
yeah.
roll. You know what I mean? Andrew Sullivan. Nuggets the first team in the conference finals, halfway there, but let's worry about that on Tuesday for game one.
Hell yeah, let's not worry about
Tonight
that.
is for celebration.
I'm going to celebrate.
JM Serbia. Trust me, Yoke got a message from Luca right now saying something like, that's how we do it, with a random Serbian swear words attached. Živali D-line.
Let's go.
Jivali, baby. Just D-line? All right. well.
Everyone's favorite, Clarity, checking in. This is looking
Post-nut
for
clarity.
Post-nut
You know what I
clarity.
mean? Post nut.
Say it
Oh, were we
loud
not
and
saying that?
proud.
You
Yeah.
weren't saying that on purpose,
Oh,
huh?
yeah. But
Okay.
you know what? He paid. Post-nut Clarity checking in. This is looking for more of Nuggets Revenge
Just
Tour.
like with the photo, I just
Wolves who
can't
kept
do
us from
it.
playoffs a few years back. Suns who swept us in LA or Golden State Warriors. Come on. Jokic is the real MVP.
Let's go. We know the truth. We've always known the truth.
Wearing his shady rays.
Steve, Jokic is great and all, but KD is just a hooper. That's who I want.
Yeah,
to
do you want a bucket or do you want to win a
Yeah,
championship?
you want a bucket hat
What do you
on
want?
your way out?
I'll tell you
or-
what, Katie, Jokic
Yo,
fan. I
these
give him a
super
little
chats are
love.
not. We're not making.
We gotta go
a
quick.
dent.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I gotta get out of here.
Andrew
like,
Bailey,
actually.
you guys have the
Get outta
best
here.
NBA podcast in the business.
Let's
We
go.
appreciate it.
Strong
Thanks,
agree.
homie.
Oh, Andrew Bailey saying that. I thought it was Andrew Boley. Andrew Bailey. Hell yeah, our homie. Make it down. You know you want to make it down for the Western Conference Finals. Come on.
Big
He
name.
comes
This
to the
is
arena.
sweeter
He's
due to the
down.
past pain for 2 years. 2 long years. We've had to sit in it and take every slight. Now it's everyone else's turn.
Yes,
That's
it is.
effing right, dude. That's the right attitude.
Unloaded the chamber tonight, boys.
303 card. Word to Dev. The
Empty
Suns
the
got
chamber.
beat to sleep, woken up, and then beaten to sleep
Bro,
again.
I love
Good night, Phoenix.
That's a subtle dev right there. That's a great work.
Eat to sleep.
I love the subtle ones. I have to pee.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Let it rip, bro. We're going to be here for a
All
while.
right,
Yeah.
Williamsburg tickets.
$5 from Justin Peters. No words. Thank you, DNVR. Thank you, Nikola Jokic. Thank you, Nuggets fans. Job's not done. Stay hungry, gentlemen. Oh, I'm starving. What else do you
I forgot my beer over there. That's a huge L.
Oh, go get it, bro. You got time. You want to bring him his beer? Just bring whichever one's full.
No.
Undrink.
The one on top. There
Yeah.
it is.
Brad Arnholt, your team may have hoopers, but we have the single most disciplined player in the league. He's the principal. The Suns got schooled. The next class?
Damn.
Let's go.
The chat kind of low-key has bars.
Yeah, they have
tonight.
Dude, the
tonight, for
chat,
sure, yeah.
there's nothing low-key about it, dude. The
They've been
chat's
waiting
on
for this.
fire, dude.
They've been waiting for this. Mindy Jarvis, satisfying game. Murray needs an IV nutrition drip now.
Oh!
Get that immune system right. We need him super solid for conference finals.
That's Mindy
and
from
beyond.
IV Nutrition.
Mindy.
Let's
Get
go.
him hooked
Shout
up.
out Mindy. IV nutrition.
Literally.
What? Wash Park location. The Hamburglar, $10. Missing the fellas and all of Denver. Something extra tonight. I can't help but think back on that Stiffs watch party for Jokic's first. Wow, Jokic, excuse me. For Joker's first All-Star appearance. Look at us now. Love you all, especially Kale.
Wow.
The super producer Kale shout out.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on.
Dude,
Let's move on.
refund that shit. What a terrible super chat.
Matt Sheehan, $5 for Joe Mazzulla's flashcard. It's true turning point of the season. Thanks for the vibes, fellas. Let's effing go.
It hasn't been mentioned yet on this show that Joel Embiid scored his last point of the game with 6 minutes and 13 seconds left. It was tied 82-82.
Oh, Arcade was waiting all night
Not
to
particularly
shoehorn that in
valuable.
there.
Not particularly valuable.
Ethan Holiday, Jamal Murray is now 18-4 against Kardashian Clarkson. Is that
Damn.
Devin Booker? Dude,
Yes.
it's awesome how he did what he did for 4 games, and you guys are still like, fuck him. He's not very good. All right, what
4
else
field
do we
goals
got?
tonight.
Elusive. Talking about the journey of this team reminds me of Adam's monologue at the end of Locked On Nuggets 100th episode. They're talking about us now. That's true, but also this podcast instead. Abdul Rashid Yakubu. Go Nuggets. Jokic is the best in the league, and honestly, it's not even close. Adamara's Matt Moore and the whole DNVR crew are goats.
How does Locked On keep getting shoehorned into this?
I'm glad we got
We
thrown
are
in at the
not
end
that
there.
podcast.
Two different
That is
podcasts.
a different podcast.
Technically a competitor, although we root for everyone. Nick Sawyer, $5 from Nick Sawyer. This is an all-timer, man. Drunk Philosophy. Lambs bleated loudly.
guy.
The Serbian nears. Fate unfolds. They sense their fears. Now they're quiet, silenced, gone. More lambs await as fate marches on.
Damn, I've never understood anything more than I understood that.
Yeah, dude.
Why did that go so hard?
Because it was a philosophy for drunk people, and that's
know.
where we are
I know,
right now.
That's
philosophy.
perfect.
I studied philosophy. The drunk stuff's the best for sure. Nick Sawyer, second SC. Super chat. You have to feel bad for Book and KD. They've dealt with adversity 2 whole times. Thank God we have the true GOAT through thick and thin.
Why would I ever feel
Why
bad for
would,
them?
yeah,
You
what?
guys are spitting. Jack Neiman, Sons, Trump voice. No, get those lights off. They're too bright. Turn them off. Sending love from Pittsburgh. Got to pick up some Brett Brudemore.
I totally forgot I bookmarked that video for this moment.
Turn them off. They're too bright. Justin Teal, the Nuggets are so good that I legit feel relieved more than happy at this point. We are where we are supposed to be. I can breathe now.
I wasn't nervous tonight for 1 second. Before the game,
I'm with you,
during
actually.
the game.
Yeah, I
at
wasn't
any
that
point.
nervous either.
The Joe Arrow 27. Thanks for always giving me Nuggets content on my long drives for work. Especially
God
you,
damn
Adam.
it.
All of
I'm
Adam's
out, I'm
Locked On- We're not reading any more Locked On Nuggets
I'm out.
super
When Adam
chats.
comes back, I'll take your
It's got
spot.
to
We're
include
good.
DNVR.
Good night, Harrison.
Shout out Matt Moore. But also, enough. Ghetto Ghostbusters, back from the bar. It was illuminated. I can't wait to confuse people into thinking I'm rooting for the opposite team in the Western Conference Finals. 8 down, 8 to go. LFG.
Certainly feels like we've conquered more than 8.
Ulysses Ventura.
No.
Man, watching you.
No, Edgar. We're
Edgar,
good.
no, Edgar, you're literally not
we're
allowed.
good.
Yeah. I love you, but we're almost done.
Adam's got to come back at some point, right?
You would think, man,
We still have 30 more to go.
Man, watching you guys live since the start of the season, getting close to the finish line, LFG, smoking that Sun Sixer pack tonight. RIP Bozos. Yeah, okay, you just take the other.
I've sat in
Jack
almost
Neiman.
every seat tonight.
Today is a new day for Phoenix Suns fans. They work on next season is already underway as employees, fans, partners, and PayPal 6-man members. Winky face.
Let's go.
Michael Ho Hensey, Dear Mark Jackson, F you. Love the diehards. Hashtag chat padding.
Ignorance is not an excuse.
Keep going. Keep going. We got it. We're getting
Fabian Rico. Super sticker Jokic on a horse-shaped pool floaty shooting the sun with a water gun.
Damn.
Also LFG. That's heat.
It goes so hard.
That is heat. By the way, 1,446 likes. Keep them coming.
Shooting the sun with a water gun.
Nathaniel Kajawara. The journey since the bubble has been incredible, lads. When I make it back to Denver, you can count me in on sharing a Vanilla Porter Jr. Let's go, Nugs.
I really want to pose a question right now, but I don't want to make this drag on.
Georgi Vuvosevic. From the last game in Minnesota to this, damn. Job's not finished. Don't underestimate the work you guys did. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you guys got that done tonight.
Apologies if I got
shit.
that name wrong. Laking Ball, man, it doesn't matter how you start. It's how you finish. Tatum showed up when the season was on the line. Smoking that Philly pack tonight. Join me. You know what?
Whatever.
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
Hey, go Celtics. I don't know.
That guy is hilarious. James Allen, live in Phoenix, and the Nuggets flag is waving at home and on the car. I'm letting them know we're here. Let's go.
Oh
Shout
my
out, James.
God. I can't fill everyone's seat.
The boy's dad just home. The bar was fabulous tonight. Thanks. Thank you
Dude,
for
he's a
coming.
homie. He's been here a lot lately, man.
How long has this show been going on for?
Like a couple days.
151 minutes.
Cool,
Let's
let's get
go.
through the super chats. Colton Kraft, Ishbia regretting letting Jokic off the hook. Should have gotten him suspended.
he should have,
Lesson
man.
learned. Nicholas Purdue, Dev is the all-time closer. Let's go.
Yep. Dev has a role now.
More from Clarity. Props to CB and locking down Booker. Strong arm emoji.
Man, he is so clear right now.
Timo Blends.
So much clarity.
Nuggets.
Nuggets. Let's go Nuggets.
Nuggets. Josh Barnett.
From
Mini
down under.
18, Lakers 20, Warriors 21, Suns 22. Oh, man. It's the revenge tour, baby.
Let's go, baby.
It's just a shame that we only get revenge on one of those two.
I know. Why not
know,
both?
it is so true.
Why not both? First team locked into the conference finals, LFG. Shout out Blake.
That's right, baby. First ones.
Sugar Shoes. Keep your energy. World receipts longer than CVS. Oh. Joel Anaya. The vibes don't match the likes. Keep the likes coming. We've got a record.
We should probably be able to get to 2,000 likes.
Yeah, but let's get it up to 2,000. If you haven't liked yet, helps us out, helps Nuggets fans see it. Hit the button. Let's go Nuggets from Elias. We've been waiting for this for so many years.
What a comeback story. Wind is back on the show.
He's back, baby.
I gotta
Orange
drive to Boulder
Sodaz.
tonight.
Oh, Jesus.
$2.
You mean Boulder
You
at
mean this
7 a.m.
morning?
or-
Steps to success.
It's 1 o'clock.
Joel
luck.
Anaya. LFG.
Let's go.
Scruffy the janitor collecting scrotes.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
it's less offensive.
It's real late. It's real late in the night.
It is real late. They're down to
Saeed
$1.99
Ahmad,
chats.
8 down, 8 more to go. $2 from Jeremy J. Rock Michael. Burrito Wagon. Join us, brothers. The book is closed.
I don't care. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't matter.
I love it.
I'm in. I agree.
Flo from France. Bravo. Les Pepites.
Les
Pepites. Let's go.
Bravo, les Pepites.
By the way, Ishmael's team one more win to get into the playoffs, and I think they have to beat the Wemby team. Just a little update. Flo hit me up with.
No, let's
Luke
go Paris.
Schmidt. Quote super chat. Now my friends will shush. Let's effing go. Warriors or Lakers? Either one.
Who cares?
I really don't care.
Yeah, me either.
Jeremy J Rock. Michael, we are a team. You guys are family on 3.
Oh, I'm gonna cry, man.
2 more super chats. We're almost there.
Dirk Rembrandt, Yoke won this series with 0 haircuts. Hashtag stat pad.
Probably gonna get
I
one
love
tomorrow.
that. I love when you bust out the exact
Actually, no,
stats.
he's gonna get one before the practice. Before
Eli,
game
a man after my own heart. Jason Tatum, disaster class.
one.
Wow.
Edgar Walker, everybody like the video or I will ruin the night. He's dangerously close.
So
Sent
he's not
from
lying even a little bit.
Wait a second. Hit that outro music. Hold on. Hit that outro music.
Come
Before
on.
it's too late. Before somebody super chats at the last second. Guys, a 2-hour
Let's
show.
go.
The vibes absolutely immaculate at the bar tonight. The vibes
Clap it up for
immaculate
yourself.
in Nuggets Nation worldwide. Get in here, D-Line. Get in here.
Let's
Guys,
go.
thank you all for being along on this journey. Only halfway there. Only halfway there.
Eight more to go.
I will say this as we get out of here. The outro music is playing. We were sitting here talking earlier. I can't remember if it was live on the show or if it was before it, but the Nuggets, honestly, man, the belief is just stronger than ever. And I look around and I go, why not, man? Why not? This was the Suns thought they could do it. The Suns were like, hey, we could win this one. Nuggets, light work.
Yep.
We got another round coming up. We have great shows. Jack White tomorrow. We got stuff going on. We'll be previewing the next series. The thing is, we got some time, but I'm telling you,
Basketball player.
the next round, going to be even more pressure, stakes even higher, the win's even sweeter, and I can't wait to do it with all of you guys. Hit that like button on the way out.
Love you, Joe.
Oh, the Denver Nuggets are the best